We're live.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello,
Morning.
everyone. Hello. Listen, today I am excited. I'm like here to here with I'm just smiling because I've got with me a very, very special guest. This is profound. And I am so honored that you agreed to come and have a conversation with us. So,
Thank you.
I am the Afro Atheist. I'm Esther, the Afro Atheist. And with me, I've got my co host, Reggie.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, fine, thank you, Reggie.
You're welcome.
We might have Aliko joining us and Vessel of Dishonor joining us. So, we'll see how that goes. But this is all about you. But before we get to the conversation with Auntie Aduni, first of all, let me share with everyone um, how I got to this place. I now identify as an atheist, and I don't believe in a God, which is perfectly okay. 7 years ago, I did not know that it was possible to not believe in God, right? Until I started questioning this God that we have in this part of the world that we grew up with, right? Started asking these questions and started realizing that how can, how is there all this evil happening in the church? How are all these people just carrying on doing these things, right? And nobody's saying anything. No one is saying, no, this isn't how it should be done. Just when you think somebody would say something, no one is saying anything. And so when I finally deconstructed religion, I decided, look, I called myself. My own calling was my own self. I was the one that called myself into the ministry of deconstructing religion and, critiquing religious ideas, religious men, women, everything that has to do with religion, especially because I'm half Nigerian, and so the way Nigerians do religion, the way Africans do religion, it's on a different scale. And then I came across Aunty Aduni, and I was like, wow, awesome. Aunty Aduni has on her Facebook page over 300,000 followers. On YouTube, she's got 20,000 followers. On TikTok, I think, I'm not sure how many on TikTok, but my
I'm
goodness,
not
she
really
is.
active on TikTok.
How many? Sorry, man.
I'm not active on TikTok.
Yes, I know you're
Yeah,
not very
yes.
active,
No, I'm not.
but you are a formidable force.
Hmm.
You
You
are a
see?
formidable force. You are doing something. You are doing something. And
Mm.
I appreciate what you're doing. But so, yes, please tell us about yourself, Auntie Aduni.
Yeah, Aunty Adunni is a gentlewoman. My name is actually Adunni, and the name of my page is Real Talk with Aunty Adunni. I got into this journey. Let me just tell you how I got into the journey per se. I got into this journey few years ago, and that was precisely like 10, 15 years ago. I began, just like you, I began to question some things. Uh, about 20 something years ago, I started questioning why a church will be having so much money and people are hungry. I'm originally from a Muslim background. I got into Christianity because of the way Muslim parents curse. If you've ever been around Muslim parents, you will know the way they talk, polygamy and all that. And I saw this Christian family around my house where just four children, husband and wife, and I see the closeness, and that drove me into Christianity. I began to crave things like that. And in my early years, as a 6-year-old girl, I was actually introduced into Christianity as a 16-year-old. And I mean, as a 6-year-old in primary by my teacher. That was when they bring this Bible. What do they call that small Bible? You know that blue
Uh,
Bible,
yes. It's
blue
called
and
the
green.
The
what's it called?
Gideons.
Yes, the Gideon's Bible.
Yes, the Gideons.
Yeah.
So they
Yes.
brought that was when they brought it into our schools in Nigeria then. So we were given one of the Bible each. Each student was given one. And I started reading, From reading, there was something in me that was just, I just felt something wasn't right. So I began to go. I couldn't go to church there as a child. So when I got into university, that was when I got converted into Christianity. Then I married and my husband became a pastor.
Mm.
So I thought that was an opportunity to serve the people, to show people love. That was what I thought. So immediately we became ministers, like they say, pastor and pastor's wives. I noticed when we collect offering and tithe and everything, we send it to headquarters. And we have people hungry in the church begging. Then we still have to
Mm,
use our money for a lot of things. So I started questioning some things. But of course, then the brainwash was still deep. The fear, the threats, the way they talk, you don't question the things of you don't question authority and all that. That was still there. So I couldn't ask question much. But inside the house, I was asking my husband, I said, is this how they are supposed to be doing? He would tell me you don't question authority.
mm,
Okay. So along the line, I became kind of, no, something is not right here. And I saw the way they ask people to sow seed and all that, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I didn't have that deep understanding then. Then, after I lost my husband, many people know I lost my first husband. I had to relocate. Then I relocated here. And I see people go to work and go to church here. Then that was when I started questioning a lot of things more. And of course, the more you question, the more you understand. The more you don't sit under them, the more you
mhm,
get your senses back.
mhm,
I'm not
mhm.
sure if this was your own case.
Yeah.
Then I stopped going to church totally. I stopped totally. And there was this kind of anger in me when I began to realize that we have been taken for granted for so long. We have been lied to, you know.
Mm,
And so many realities started dawning on me that what they tell us to pray about are actually things we are supposed to do by ourselves. What they tell us to look up to God for is what we are expected to do.
mm,
We are expected to take responsibility and take actions. These people are taking actions, they are taking responsibility in a wicked way, and they are having their way and finding life easy. The people following them. Then another aspect that got me to this point was actually when one guy came out and said he lost the wife,
mm,
and the wife left a day-old baby. Why? Because the lady was sick. Instead of going to the hospital, she said she rebuked the sickness in Jesus' name and she was going for deliverance and all that, and she cried. The guy came out and said, look, these people are lying to you. And I could relate it to my own story, to my life experience of how I became a widow.
mm.
And I just came out. I didn't know I was going to do this.
Right.
Honestly, I never 10 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, I never saw myself doing this. How I got here is still a mystery to me, but trust me, I am not turning back. There is this saying in the Bible that thou shalt know the truth, and that truth will set you free. I have
Mm-hmm.
known the truth and I am set free. And the more I relate myself now to Harriet Tubman. If you have watched the movie of Harriet Tubman, when Harriet Tubman found and realized that she was a slave, she tried to rescue as many as she could. Of course, she couldn't rescue many, all of them, but she tried her best. So when I look at people following these people, I could relate it to when I was like that and I didn't know what I was doing and I thought I was doing the right thing. So this is what is propelling me to continue to do what I was doing, that I'm doing, not because I never even knew there was monetary compensation doing anything on social media when I started. I just started, I wanted to share my experience to rescue people. That look, these people are lying to you. They tell
Mm-hmm.
you in the name of Jesus, sickness are healed. It is all a lie. You fall sick, you don't go to hospital, you will pie. That's the best. You know what I mean by pie.
No, yeah,
I don't
yes,
want to
yes,
use the real word.
Auntie Aduni, here on YouTube, you can actually say the word. It's okay.
Oh, okay. You know
Yes,
what it is with Facebook.
and yes, I know what it is. Yes, but on
Okay.
this one, you can say the word.
Oh, okay.
And Auntie Aduni, I want you to be specific because I want you to mention some of the names, not the people, but the churches that in question, right? Because in case you
I
didn't
was
know,
attending Redeemed Christian Church of God. I
Auntie
was a
Aduni,
worker, I was a deaconess in Redeemed Christian Church of God.
can I tell you,
I
I
have
was
been
baptized
to,
in RCCG.
no, I wasn't baptized in
No,
RCCG. I
I
was
I
baptized.
was I
Oh,
was
you were baptized in
I was
RCCG?
baptized in RCCG. Yes,
Oh,
redemption
okay.
camp.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Mm-hmm.
So I attended Redeemed Christian Church of God. I've gone to Zoe Ministry before. I've gone to CPM, Christ Pentecostal Mission. And you won't believe something. I just got to know that the leader of Christ Pentecostal Mission never had a child. And
CPN.
we were one of the people that were going to pray under them looking for children
Mm-mm.
in those days. I'm talking about 27 years ago. I used to go there thinking by going there that I will have a child and they will be doing miracle service, touching our tummy and praying for us. I just got to know the man has died. The wife is still alive. She's an old woman now. No child.
Mm.
They said the only child they have was adopted. And these are the people that made a lot of women who they had today no child.
Mm.
Not because they couldn't have a child, but because they were deceived to believe that a name will give them a child, that a name will heal their sickness, a name will make them rich, It is all a lie.
It is.
It is
It
all a
is.
lie. But unfortunately, this is a damage that has been done over 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years ago. Correcting it is going to be very tough. We are trying. Of course, you see the attack we have, talking about it
Yes.
and all that. If you
Mm-hmm.
look at the attack alone, you will be discouraged to continue.
Yes.
But if the passion, the love, the empathy is not what is making one to stop. When you look at people, you don't want to talk about them. Then suddenly another story comes up that this is what has happened. This is what is going on, how they lie to people, and people are dying in the process. I have treated a case of a lady who was a worker in Redeem for 20 good years. She had fibroid. Instead of going to the hospital to have the fibroid removed, she was just going to anointing, whatever nonsense program. Sorry to use that word.
No,
They
it's
do.
okay.
That's
It's
She
true.
okay.
was just
It is
going for.
nonsense.
Here,
What did you
Auntie
say?
Aduni, here you
I
can
said it is
say it.
nonsense.
Yeah, you're right. That's how I see it. It's nonsense, And she was going for that program. Before she knew it, the fibroid resulted in cancer in her
Mm.
ovary, and before they know it, it metastasized. That was when she came out crying for help. She even approached them for help. They refused to help her.
Wow.
That is another thing that I am against with them. You have billions of money. What are you using the money to do? You
Mm.
collect people's money, you go and invest it, and you have people hungry under you. You have people in need. The talk we are talking has made some of them to rise up to be doing some things for their member. But if you still ask me, it is still the member that is paying for it. They won't use their own money to do anything. I don't know if there is a reason for that. Maybe they do any juju that makes them not to use their money to help people. Look at what is going on in Nigeria now. It's not a story. It's no more cover up that Nigeria is going through famine, recession, serious recession. People are finding it difficult to feed their family. I know how many text messages I get every day. Aunty Adunni, please, I need help. How many will I
Mm-mm,
help? Me too, I'm struggling.
mm-mm.
You know,
I
and we
I
have
get
these
those
people.
two. I get those two.
Yeah,
People contacting me. They need help. But very quickly, Auntie Aduni, that's Aliko. That's
you're welcome,
Aliko.
Aliko. My name is Aduni. Hi.
Aliko is an avid fan of yours. As soon as you turn your
Ah,
uh, as soon as
thank
you
you.
turn your screen on, Aliko is there.
Wow.
As soon
Thank
as you
you.
come on,
This is good
she's
to know.
She's
even
muted and
if
she's talking.
even if you're talking nonsense, Aliko is right there, and she will share it everywhere. She's the master
Wow.
sharer. She
Thank
will
you.
share your. In fact, yesterday I just finished watching your video and I looked at my phone. The same thing I just finished watching. Aliko sent it to me. Oh yeah, take.
Thank you, Aliko.
Right. I just wanted to ask you. So me, I do not believe in God, and I feel like we are no longer at the point where whether we believe or don't believe anymore. That's not the point where we are. We are now at the point where see evil and point it out.
See
You see
something, say
things
something.
going wrong and you
Yes.
point it out. We
Yes.
can have differences of opinion, but we can be united on one front, and that
Yeah.
is look, Baba Adeboye has damaged a lot of lives.
Many of them. Baba Kumuyi.
We grew up in Kumuyi's church, me and Aliko.
Oh,
We grew up, that's where we
good
grew up.
good you escaped it.
So
Esther, you've not told
yes,
Auntie Adunni who I am.
I've told her who you are.
I'm sure
You
Your
she
want to
did.
sister.
tell me who you are, Aliko?
Oh, she is
Mm-hmm.
my sister. That is my sister.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
that's my sister. Same mother, same father.
Y'all look exactly alike
Wow.
too.
We look alike? No, I don't think
Yes,
so.
you do.
I think
Yes, you do.
no, I don't think so, Reggie. No.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Don't they?
Oh, Olusegun Daniel. Olusegun Daniel, how are you? By the way, good to see you. It's been a long time. Olusegun Daniel says, I am also one of her fans too. Yes, look out for number one says, fixing the damage of religion. Now,
Religion. It really needs to be fixed.
and see, Aduni, this was the religion that was brought to us by the colonial masters.
Yes.
How can the religion brought to us by colonial masters be beneficial to us? It's impossible.
Very, very impossible.
And now we
You
have
know, I have
people.
known some truths. Like I discussed with you, was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
Mm,
I said we are not yet there. We are not yet at the stage to say some things to our people. Already, these are people that are finding it difficult to believe that they don't have to go to any religious centers to prosper in life. These are people that are finding it difficult to believe that that think they need to pray every day of their lives. You know, rescuing them, letting them know that, look, all these are just stories that was cooked up. The rest, I think, are things that people would discover themselves individually. Like I have come to some truths. Afroitist. I
yes,
have
ma'am.
come to some truths,
Mm,
and it's a personal
I
thing for me.
I remember when I first met you. When I first met you, we were still a bit about me until we had the conversation on Rotimi Daniel's live.
I have come to some truths which I
Mm,
want I want it to remain personal. You
okay.
know,
Yes.
like people can believe in whatever they want to believe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it is their right to do so. But the ills, the wickedness of leaders is what I stand against. Excuse me, that I stand against. I have known some truths that nobody can change my mind. I have found out some truths, and there are some things I have questions too. like you. And I personally put that in my cooler. Not everybody will get to that stage. Not everybody wants to get to that stage, and it is all fine. But when we see, like you say, when we see evil, let us speak.
Yes.
When we see wickedness going on, America was built on see something, say something. And that is why it is what it is today. And a lot of Nigerians are running here. We all know that even in England there, I think you reside in UK, they are
Yes.
selling off churches, church building.
Mm-hmm.
If for normal person like you and I, we know what it is. We know why they are doing that. We know they finished the business they want to do.
Yes.
They wanted the religion to do. They have completed and concluded their mission. And they don't want it coming back to them. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
They've concluded their mission in bringing it to us, using it to mess us up.
Mm-hmm.
And it will take centuries to repair the damage. We are messed up already as a people.
That's
That
right.
is why they are selling up their churches. That is why what they are doing contradicts the same Bible they gave to us.
Absolutely.
That is
Auntie,
why
Auntie, Auntie,
everything.
Auntie Adunni, in the UK, the last census that was done, because
Mhm,
the UK was very much a Christian nation,
mhm,
founded on the principles of the Anglican Church, the
mm.
Church of England, and also the Catholic Church. But as at the last census in the UK, for the first time, after a very long time, there are now more people that identify as having no religious affiliation
Yes.
at all.
Even here in America too. If you go to what is this? Something
Pew Research.
Pew Research is the same thing here. A lot of people are not identifying with religion anymore,
Yes.
just like me too. I'm not identified with any religion. I don't even want to have anything to do with them other than the wickedness they are doing,
Hmm.
talking about it. Because I experienced it. My life, I became a widow from their preaching.
Hmm.
I have seen a lot of women today, they are who they are because of their preaching. Citing an example of Deeper Life, especially, that does not allow people in his church to marry from other churches. They robbed a lot of youths, a lot of children, their childhood.
Yeah.
Don't watch TV. The same TV they are watching now. Like I always tell people, I said, your pastors know the truth about
They
this
do.
religion thing. They know it was a program. Your pastors know religion is programmed for control, for superiority, and to damage things. But they will not tell you. And that is why the lives they are living contradicts what they are telling you. They are living reality while you are living illusion and hallucination. They are living the best of their lives while you continue to wait for Jesus to come. Because he's not coming, nobody is coming.
Auntie Adudi, do you still believe that Jesus is coming?
He's not come. That's what I'm saying. Nobody is coming. No, Jesus is
Nobody.
coming.
There is nobody coming in the skies.
There are a
He is
lot
not
of lies
coming.
that have been exposed.
They lie to us.
So many lies. So it has all been a lie.
Hmm. Hmm.
Religion was a planned thing. If you say your own religion is the best, we have millions of thousands of other religion. So and everyone
Exactly.
is claiming superiority. Religion is man-made.
Exactly.
Is
It
man-made
is.
for control. But our people will never accept. If you are looking for the people that are more religious in this world, start from Nigeria and
Yes.
Africa as a whole.
Auntie Aduni, have you seen the poll that talks about the most prayerful nations in the world? There is a poll that was conducted
Yes,
about the
Nigeria
most
and
prayerful.
Afghanistan were topping the list.
That's right.
Yep.
Nigeria was number two, the most
Afghanistan number one.
prayerful nation.
Yeah.
And also, Nigeria is also number two in the countries with the most people living in poverty.
You are right.
Between Nigeria and
And we
India.
are leading when it comes to church building too. I'm sure you
Yes.
know that.
100,000 seater. Aunty Adunni, I have
20,
wondered. This
they
is
are about to commission another 25,000 seater.
25,000 is small, no?
At least no, that is
100,000.
no, I'm not that. That is the biggest. That one has boasted that his church is going to be the best and the biggest all over the world.
Oh.
So the others are following him.
Okay. Aunty Adunni, let me do something very
But
quickly.
sorry, I will give you time. I will give you another
No
30
worries,
minutes
no
at the
worries.
time we agreed on.
Okay,
But do you
thank
know
you.
that the members of the church believe their church is the best?
Hmm.
They believe they are achieving something. They believe it is an achievement for them. And when you look at it, forget that suit many of them are wearing. When they put on that suit, they look like people. Many of them are suffering and smiling. The only person that is being blessed is the pastor.
Yes.
And his children. You see, their children are not even working anymore to show that the thing is very sweet.
Aunty Adunni, look at Leke Adeboye. That guy has insulted the members time and time again.
He called them a goat.
Yes, called them goats, said to them, he said, you people come to us to beg for money. No. During recession, we were busy saving money. What were you guys doing? Huh? He said,
But the
no.
members will never think. He was saying the truth. Yeah,
Yeah,
coming.
but that money will never be enough, though.
Group something.
The money
He knows
will
what he's
never
saying.
be
He's saying
enough
the
for
truth.
them.
He's saying the truth.
He is
I just
saying
got
the
an
truth.
information about one of their fathers in the Lord. Authentic information. The hotel he stays when he goes to UK. I'll check the name again. He pays $11,000 per night.
11,000 pounds. Pounds, man. Pounds.
Dollars is in
Pounds.
dollars. I saw
In
it when I
dollars.
googled the hotel. Yeah, probably because of the conversion of the country. I mean the location.
Yes.
Maybe because of my location. I saw it at $11,000 per night.
Wow.
On booking.com.
Hmm.
I don't want to mention so that it won't look like
No.
you're
I
advertising on your
understand.
something.
And also,
And sorry to cut you short. The people that are contributing this money, many of them are owing their landlord. Many of them are staying in one-room apartments. Many of them, their chairs are torn. Many of them cannot even feed 2 times a day. The people not only contributing, when we are talking about contribution, let us not forget it is not about money alone. This contribution involves hours, time that they put in as workers. It involves that. And time they say is money. These are the things that our people do not know. And I always think, how did we get to this stage? I was like that before.
Yes.
And that is why I have empathy on them. I was like that before, less than 20 years ago. As at 2005, I was still very actively involved. Not only as a worker, as a deaconess, as a pastor's wife.
Oh, wow.
I was actively involved. But the only thing I did not do, and I think my brain was not fully damaged, my prefrontal cortex was not fully damaged. There was still a part of my brain that was still working even while I was with them. One thing I refused to do, those they are meeting all the time, I always tell my husband, I say, I no go. They cannot kill me. My children are there. The home front is there. You cannot be fully involved and I will be fully involved. It will affect the home front. So I think my brain was actually working part-time at that time. If not, maybe I won't be out by now. Maybe I will still be there. I've always questioned a lot of things, even when I was with them. So imagine somebody using $11,000 to pay for hotel rent hotel bill per night.
Right.
And it's going to stay like 11, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And they have people back home they collected this money from. They have people back home that are hungry. They have people back home who need help, hospital bill and all the rest. Not only that, these people on their G are working with politicians. 6 of them were named in Pandora Papers about laundering money into all these small islands. Nobody arrested them till today. Nobody questioned them. This is why religion will continue to thrive in our region.
Exactly.
They know they will always have people. They know they will always have people. People will always come. Look at Fufeyin. Fufeyin was busted how many days ago? Less than 2-3 weeks ago. As at yesterday, another video surfaced. He was still using the same soap to do miracle. And his members were clapping. So who are we going to blame?
We will hear from him. Don't worry, Charles. Don't worry. This is about Aunty Adunni. We will hear from Reggie. Before we do anything, Aunty Adunni, what I want to do is to show everyone just a little clip from what you do, right? And this is why I appreciate her. She's not she goes down to the level of the people that she's trying to reach. She's not here trying to, pretend that she's something that she's not. She comes down to your level, right? And this is, no holds barred conversation, right? She doesn't have all this fancy tech at all. She just puts her phone, right, and says the things that she needs to say. But my goodness, the little that she does say is impactful. People are starting to wake up, right? So before we show anything, Aliko, did you want to say anything?
Well, absolutely fantastic is the fact that Auntie Adunni is one person I follow all the time. Yes. And that's because I know she's speaking reality. Now, I may not be an atheist. I may not be, I believe there should be a God. But the thing is, a lot of things happen or happening in churches that I may not agree with. Yeah. And that doesn't remove the fact that a lot of pastors are deceiving. I mean, like I sent you one thingy recently, what, a few
Video.
days ago, when
Video.
I linked that Bishop Oye,
Oyedepo.
Oyedepo wants to increase the
School
fees
fees.
of a church that he's
University.
a university that he has opened, that even his
They
church
actually said
members,
God said he should increase it.
God said they should increase that alone.
Only.
Barao, that alone broke me, and I was like, people can't even afford to attend that university in his church. Yet God has told him to increase. So how are people going to pay for their bills? Well, I'm calling bills like people who are watching from Nigeria. That's your rents, your
Children's school
hospital
fees,
bills, school fees, and then you're going to pay tithe, you're going to pay offerings and all the different offerings
covenant,
they bring,
covenant
covenant
offering.
offering, everything. And
Covenant.
then you're still expected to, no, it's just not right. So we
Wait,
need to, it's the,
there is a covenant offering.
hmm,
To back up what you just said,
mm,
Aliko,
mm,
you said something that you know why we cannot. Number one, I tell people church is not going down. Forget it.
mm-mm,
It's just to correct some of the wickedness they are doing. Then there's something, even though it's a false hope, people need to hold on to. Not everybody is strong. Going to church has helped a lot of people to stay on top of their situation and problems. Some situation that will have led a lot of people to commit. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Commit errors. And, it gives them that hope to hang on, to keep going until things will change for them. Even though we know it is false hope, things will take its course naturally. Things will happen at the time it wants to happen. The one that doesn't want to happen will not happen. But until you get to that stage, I always believe people, and I think sometimes it is needed, So nobody is killing the church. Nobody is destroying church. But the little we have been doing, if you notice, has brought some changes too.
Yes.
Like all the lies they tell, people now know they tell a lot of lies. They have seen them as liars. They are exposed already.
Now they are no longer bringing those wheelchairs that are brand new.
God
The
bless
brand
you.
new wheelchairs and the
And
sticks,
crutches.
the brand new crutches. Now they've stopped bringing those
Even
because
seed sowing. You know what they now do when they want to ask for seed? They turn off the camera. The last program one of them did, somebody recorded everything and sent it to me. They were telling them the man was actually cursing everybody. He said anybody that record what he's saying, say God go deal with that person.
wow.
He said they should turn off their phone, they should turn off the camera. Nobody should record that aspect of what he was about to say.
Wow.
That is the power of social media. People think we are not working. What we are doing is getting to them. Please, I want to encourage everyone involved in this. Please don't stop.
Yes.
This is what I count humanity. Looking out for the less privileged, looking out for the weak. We are now strong because we know the truth. We are strong because we can't be deceived. There are a lot of people out there that are still being deceived. Still many people. A lady was telling me a few days ago that a pastor lied to her, told her to bring money. This lady was having miscarriages. I said, no, you can't be having miscarriages just like that. Your body is rejecting the pregnancy. Go to the hospital. She said the pastor told her that it was somebody that was eating her baby. And she was giving the pastor money for prayers.
Reggie, did you hear that? A pastor told the lady that her baby was being eaten by the devil. By witches. And you know something, they will now point to somebody and say
somebody
that
in your family
is the person who is the witch.
And this was somebody that was I think there was an injection she was supposed to take once she gets pregnant. So she said she just got to know, but she has spent a lot of money. There was somebody also that called me. What the daughter was having is she grew up unloved. Something happened to that lady, that girl. I don't want to talk about what happened to her, but the mother told me, I said, this is the situation. All what your daughter needed was for you to stand and fight for her, but you did not. You failed your daughter. And when the lady now started exhibiting a character, the parents now took it to be a spiritual problem. They told a pastor, all in all, she spent about 75 million naira looking for solution. This is not a story. 75 million naira going from one pastor to the other, until they were drained financially and she gave up that, okay, as it is, definitely this is not a spiritual problem. I have prayed. I have cried to God. Is God deaf? Is God blind? Is God not seeing?
Yes.
Yeah. We get to that stage, we ask that question.
Reggie,
like when I lost my husband, I asked that question, God, this man was praying to you 2 days ago. Where are you? I saw him praying and I said, what are you praying for? Me, I was sleeping. I woke up, saw him praying. Praying. I said, why are you praying like this? What is going on? Now you want to wake up with the dead? You want to have anointing? And I remember it was few days after Adeboye told them for them to have the kind of anointing he has, that he doesn't sleep. He's praying all night. And I saw the man, young man.
My daddy said,
let somebody shout
hallelujah.
You know,
Obi.
I said, even when the man was going, I said, God, they say you day, where you day? This man must not go.
Mm,
Koro koro in my eyes, now
mm-mm.
so the man go. No be safe for
I'm so
outside.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thank you,
I'm
sis.
so
It's
sorry
19
for your
years.
loss.
So
19, listen, Auntie Aduni, 19 years can never, no matter
it's
how
not the
long,
same. Life has not been the
it's,
same.
yeah, I can
Life has not been
imagine.
the same. And if I tell you the pain is no more, I'm lying. It
Of
can't go.
course.
It's something I'm living with all my life, and it's all okay.
Yes.
But people don't get to understand this. That I'm talking as somebody that has experienced the bad side of this thing. I have had people come to my page. A lady
Mm.
went for their program in camp. On her way back with others, they had accident. Her legs. No, she had spinal cord injury. They refused to help her. I'm not even sure if she's alive again. I raised some funds for her. I called Leke on my show. Leke was referring me, said me I should send email before they can answer.
Olodo.
Olodo call.
Leke.
He knows the protocol of writing letter. What stops him from saying, give me the number? If they have human blood in their veins, if they are
Yeah.
normal human being, if they are not wicked, all
Mm.
Leke needs
Mm.
to do is give me the number and I will do the follow-up by myself.
Right?
He refused to collect the number. He said me I should be sending email. I said I'm not the one that is in situation happened to.
Email for what? Email
He's
for what?
not okay. The guy is
Auntie
not okay.
Aduni, Auntie Aduni, that is one person. I would
The
not be
guy is not
surprised
okay. And
when
that was
Baba
why
goes, they will go and put Leke as the
Leke has
one.
his own church already. Forget it. He's not going to drag Redeem. He's not dragging
Eh,
Redeem with anybody. His
who is
own
going
church
to
is
take
big
over from
already.
Baba?
It is
Who is going to
called the
take over
Bridge.
from Baba?
He can't take over. He can't take over from Baba. He
Eh, but
can't.
who is going to? I'm asking who is taking over from Baba?
Baba would have loved to give it to his son, but he can never do that in Redeem. Redeem is not owned by him. Redeem is owned by Akindayomi. He handed it over to him. There are board of trustees in Redeem. They are all
Okay.
still there.
All
Baba may be
right.
controlling the money and all that, but there are board of trustees where there are things. Maybe if he now go, they will give it to the next person. He has a deputy. They have assistant general overseer. Maybe
Okay.
that one will take over. Leke cannot take over. None of Baba's children can take over.
Now that's good.
You,
That,
you
but
know, there was a time I did a video.
in Oyedepo's church,
Oh,
he's the owner of the
he's
church.
the owner. No, it was not. He actually had board of trustees too
Oh,
before.
really?
Immediately he saw where the church was going, he packed them, come out.
Stack them all. Mm-hmm.
Only one that he know he could take, that is Abiono. That is the
Mm.
person that is still remaining with him till now. Among
Okay.
all the people that started with him in Ilorin, no, in Kaduna. So that one they hear word. Now that one can't remain with him now. But
Mm.
if he should go, his children are in charge already. He has put his
Yeah.
children in charge already.
Reggie, Reggie, do you want to say something quickly before I show the video? And we've got with us Yomi. Reggie, do you want to say something?
No.
No? Okay. Right. Just very quickly, guys. I'm going to show just a bit so you can see. And I would ask that you please go and give her a follow on YouTube. She is Real Talk by Aunty Adunni. That is her. I will put the link to her channel in the comments. Please go and subscribe to her if you are interested in finding out about the state of religion in Nigeria, the state of religion in Africa. Yes, in fact, I've even noticed that she started covering some Islam content as well. I've
So
seen
those
some of
Islam wood, they are something else.
The Muslims in Nigeria too are starting to become like our
They
dear
want to make
pastors.
money too when your pastors are buying private jets. Did you see the last video I posted? That one
Wait,
was calling
let me look for
Anobi
it.
Isa.
Let me look for it. The
Funny
last
set of
this is it.
people.
This is it here. Islam deliverance. Okay. Right.
Anobi Isa.
These are Muslims in Nigeria.
Uh-huh.
Hey, see Auntie Adunni they dance so. Hey, hey,
Ah,
hey,
and that's
hey.
why they take them dance. I think waiting I want
Eh,
do.
eh, eh.
But it's sad. So sad.
So what on earth is going on here?
That's what I'm
Um,
wondering.
Auntie Adunni,
Reggie, you
what's
want
going
to
on
say
here?
something?
Yeah, I said that's what I'm wondering. What is they doing? What's the point?
Okay, what they are doing there is deliverance. You can see the lady walking like she's crippled.
Hmm.
So
Right.
they are trying to say they are doing deliverance in Jesus' name, but they are Muslims. So Anobi Yisa, Yisa is Jesus in Islam.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So they are using name of
Prophet
Jesus,
Jesus. Prophet
prophet
Anobi means
Jesus.
prophet. Yeah.
Anobi means prophet. Thank you. So
Yes.
Anobi means prophet. So they are using the name of prophet Yisa to do deliverance, just like the Christians are doing.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
But the
they are
Christians will
doing
not.
miracle. They want to do miracle for the lady so she can walk normally. Of course,
But
she's walking normally, but she had to act that part for them.
Auntie Aduni, the Christians will not use Prophet Muhammad to do deliverance, no?
They won't.
So why are Muslims then using Prophet Jesus to do
You
this
see, let me tell you
deliverance?
something. Go ahead, Reggie.
No, I ain't said that. I'm
Okay,
listening.
you see. Sorry, I spoke.
No, it's okay. Go on, Auntie Aduni. Please
You
go on.
see, real real Muslims do not go to anybody to pray.
No.
They pray in the closet, in their closet, in their
Mm.
bedroom. There is always a place in a real Muslim home. They have a place they put their mats. Nobody goes there. They do their 5 times prayer there and they go. They don't have people they depend on. They don't have somebody that they have to call on to pray for them. They do their prayers for themselves. Now, you see all these ones coming up, changing it, are the ones that say, the country tough. How can we make it too? And they do packaging, just like these pastors we are seeing. In a normal setting, churches are supposed to have structures,
Mm-hmm.
not one person being the head, like what we have in Pentecostal. If we want to be truthful, Pentecostal is the one spoiling this Christianity thing
Yeah, spirituality has already spoiled by itself. It
by
doesn't
itself.
need. It doesn't need Pentecost. It doesn't need Auntie
No,
Aduni.
Pentecostal
The
made it
Catholic
worse.
Church. Yeah, but the Catholic Church, did they
And the
not destroy
Catholic,
it themselves?
I'm
They
not too
destroyed it.
um, I'm not too familiar with the Catholic, whatever they do, other than they carry Holy Mary, that image they carry and dance around. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I don't know much about them other than that their image. And of course, now thinking about it, I always like, why are you carrying your God up and down like that? So your God is made with cement. It's the truth. Your God is made with cement. Those ones are on, they are on another level of, I don't even know, But we are talking about these ones that does miracle, fake miracle,
Yes.
collecting tithe and offering, seed offering. In Catholic, I don't know if they take money like that too. Probably because my own orientation was in Pentecostal. That's why I'm more on Pentecostal than any other denomination or whatever they call it. The Anglican, you can't do miracle in the Anglican because you are not the pastor. I mean, you are not the owner. They have structures. The pastor is responsible to the governing body. So that makes it different. So all these Muslims now, they see that one person can just stand up and say, I am called of God. Once Nigerians and Africans hear and people mention God, they stand at ease. They stand at alert. They are ready to obey. So these Islam people, they know if you call Muhammad till tomorrow, you cannot get anybody to answer you.
Mm-hmm.
And they see that Christians are using that name Jesus, and people believe in that name. Even though me, I am yet to see where that name heal any sickness. I am saying it boldly. I have never seen that name heal anybody.
Not at all.
It
Not at
can
all.
never heal and it will never heal.
Mm.
So they see that it is working. The pastors are getting rich. So they started their own. This is not the first one. There are so many of them coming up now. Many of them are coming up. So it is a way for them to make their own money too. Of course, they will
Right.
always have people that will fall for it. Many people.
We've got Yomi with us here. Mr. Yomi, are you there? Yomi, are you there? No? Okay.
Sorry,
Um
can I just
unmute.
say something?
Hold on, let me see. Just one second. Yomi, are you
Okay.
there? I've unmuted your microphone. If you're there, say something. But if not, no? Okay, Aliko, go on and say something.
Auntie Adunni,
Yes.
I know in churches they pay something like when they invite a pastor from somewhere else
Mhm.
to the church, and then they'll say, "Oh, we need to bless the pastor." So there was a time when I was still going to the African churches, yeah, and I remember this pastor, Esther, you will know Afro-Atheist, you will know this pastor, but then
You can
I
mention
won't
his name.
mention name.
You
Eh?
can mention, yes.
Why don't you want
Oh,
to mention name?
ah,
Please mention
pastor.
his name. You know why? That pastor you're talking about, when I first came out as an atheist, not him coming in my post to say, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what I said to him? I challenge you to a debate.
Wow,
They won't
I
answer
said,
you if
wow,
you challenge
I
them to debate.
challenge you to
wow.
a debate in
It's
the
a
existence
wow.
of God. I've never heard from him again.
It won't come back
Okay.
to you.
Now, I remember there was a program he did in church. That was when I was still going to the African churches. Yeah. And now I'm in Church of England. Yeah. Mm. Then I remember that program. He said, um, we need to contribute money. Everyone, if you don't have this amount, he called the amount. I can't remember now. This is years ago. If you don't have this amount, run now to the ATM machine.
Mm,
Go and withdraw the money. Right. I was one of the ones who ran to the ATM machine to withdraw some money. Yeah. And he said, by the time we came back, he said, "Oh, yeah, pray this prayer. Put the money on the floor. Hmm? Put your foot on it. Put your feet or foot on it. Yeah.
mm.
Tell that money will not control me, but I will control money."
Oh,
Okay. And I remember people were doing shabaraba, shabaraba, shiwurubu, all the prayer was going on. And I was looking around. I was like, no, you have to work hard to get money. You cannot sleep in your bed, well, especially us in the UK. You can't sleep in your bed and expect money to come to you. So you have to work hard to get that money and pay your bills. Otherwise, you will not have electricity, you will not have light, you will not have water, you will not. How would you meet up? Okay.
mm.
And I remember he used to do 70 what
72 hours prayer. What happened to Aliko? What happened to your thing? He used to do, Aunty Adunni, he used to do 72 hours prayer, huh? From Friday to Sunday. And they will expect everybody to
They
be
call it
in the
yes,
marathon
church.
prayer.
yes,
These people will not bath. They will not brush their teeth. They'll be
church.
stinking
Yes,
like,
Pastor,
Some people do 7 days a
back to
week.
back.
Some people do 7 days.
hmm,
Ah, so I remember that particular issue. But one thing I'm pointing out here is this. Pastor Jai, if you're listening to this, I'm calling you out.
yes.
Because I remember when we were attending that church, we all had greeting cards with our names on it. They would show you, you write what type of sounds. I'm on live.
There's something wrong with
You have
your
to
mic.
write how
There's
much
something
tithe you're
wrong with your
paying.
Yeah, something
internet,
is wrong with
Aliko.
something is interfering.
Your internet is not that great.
Sorry. Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
it's better
Yes,
now. Yes,
it's clear now.
Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to have a tithing card where your name is written and then you write how much tithe you are paying. I remember the day he called me in church. He said, Aliko, you are no more paying tithe in church. Your card does not show anything anymore. And I said, Pastor Jai, can you leave that with me and God? You are blessings. Pastor Ajayi, I call you out today because I did not lie. You told me, Pastor Ajayi, Aliko, you are blocking your blessings because you are no more paying tithes. And the reason I stopped paying tithes was the day that he stood in front of Pastor Sarah and both of them had arguments in the church. Why should you pay me this amount when to the church? And I was like, really? Both of them confronting themselves in church, almost having a fight, Pastor Jai and Pastor Sarah. And I will never
Because of
forget
money.
that day.
Your
When people
internet
ring
is
me,
bad.
it's bad in my room. Yeah, I know. So
Okay.
today, I sent some people will call me from Nigeria and say, oh, we need this, we need help, we need. I rather send to them knowing that that's my tithe than for me to pay it in church, because I know that the money is all going into Ajayi's pocket. But out what's it called? They were trying to be transparent and they said, can you give us a download of what you spent with the tithe? He could
Mm-hmm.
not say a word. He could
Mm.
not say a word.
Yeah, he even
And
made it
since
look
then,
like
I decided,
who is going to be on my side? Which one of you is on my side? Which one of you is on Pastor Sarah's side? The thing almost turned to a whole fight
Fracas.
in the church. Small church,
he
oh. It wasn't like
never
it was
res-
a big church.
he
A
never
small
responded
church.
to me. He never responded to me. I would say, good afternoon. He would not respond. He walked past me.
Oh, that
Benny.
man.
And then I knew, you know what? I am done. So done.
Mm-mm.
So this panel may not be platform may not be against churches on this and that, whoever is watching, because I've shared this. So anyone who's I've shared it to watching me, listen, I still think there is a God. But when I read the Bible, I don't understand it. And then
Mm.
they will tell you you need the leading of the Holy Spirit to
To
interpret
understand
for you
the
to
text.
understand it. Help me out. Where is the Holy Spirit? Where help me? Eh? And then pastors are sitting down there and then we are contributing our money into the church. They are living large. Um, I have bills to pay. I have children to look after. Things are not cheap. Things are getting expensive every day. 4 children to look after. And then somebody sits down and wants to call Malachi 3 and
thou
tell me
shalt
I
not
am a thief,
thou shalt not rob God.
God, and
You have
calling me a
robbed
thief,
him through your tithe and
calling
your
me a thief,
offerings.
Which
calling
tithe
me a
is
thief.
Dangote paying? Which tithe is Elon Musk
Mm.
paying?
Oh, Koyemi.
Hello,
And
how
then,
much we get self? We where we they pay, we don't pay.
okay.
People will never pay their life, they are richer
Auntie
than better
Adunni,
than us.
Auntie
Eh?
Adunni, the pastor I used to greet him, he won't answer me. Hey, Joe, is that not hypocrisy? Kelamakbi. Um, ah, keeping malice in the
Ah,
church. Egbami o.
there is a video, Timoma, I'm going to release.
Mm.
When if I'm able
Mongo.
to do it, Zimbabwe in Shetonsin. I was supposed to do the clip very early in the morning, but I forgot. Zimbabwe Shetonsin. Two pastors, one Kira one more. Many
Uh-huh.
of these pastors don't greet each other.
Uh-huh.
Aineche and Damina know they talk.
Mm. You're
They
fighting.
know they greet each other. They don't talk to each
Auntie
other.
Aduni, I love their fight, right? Pastors, you
I love it
pastors,
too.
carry on fighting. You know why?
Mhm,
Y'all are exposing. For me, oh, I take the position that your
mhm.
God does not exist. The God of these pastors does not
No,
exist.
these
Until you
pastors
can
are serving one God that nobody understands.
no, until you can
They
prove to
are
me the
they are
existence of
fraternity,
that
they are
God,
cults,
right?
they are
Can
cultists.
I
And
please ask a quick question?
and so
Sorry, sorry.
if these men are fighting, you are proving my point.
God bless
Because
you.
if
That's
Sorry.
what I
that
think
God,
too.
if that God was up there, you know what the God would do? The God will he will knock your heads together and tell you,
Ewo.
sort your issues out.
Please,
After
can I just
that,
ask a
then
quick
why is
question?
their God even different?
Hmm. Auntie
Why
Adunni,
is their God different? That's a
Auntie
question
Adunni,
you
Auntie
should
Adunni.
know. There is something.
Hmm.
I'm
Auntie
listening.
Adunni, please. Auntie Adunni, can I just ask you one question, Ejo?
Please go ahead.
Do you believe in God?
This is not this is not about that.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to
No. I just wanted
put
to
her
be.
on the spot.
Listen. Okay.
No.
I'm
Okay.
going to be
No.
truthful here because
Yes.
being truthful is the best thing, is the best peace anybody can ever have.
Right.
I
No,
I
but
wasn't expecting you to ask this.
Auntie Aduni, that's not. I wasn't trying to.
I
Like I
understand.
already said earlier
I
on.
will tell you the truth. I am
Okay.
at that point. I will tell you the truth now. And I think when I granted interview with Uncle Jimmy Disu on Radio Nigeria or Radio Lagos, I told him because he asked me the same question. I told him at this point, I'm at the point where I am questioning the existence and I'm not questioning the existence. And I will tell you why. I question the existence in the sense that why would there be a God that will allow some people to be punishing people, to be doing wickedness,
Mm-hmm.
to be doing a lot of bad things, and he cannot fight for the weak? I'm at that point where I question why that same God will look at the poor suffering. I'm at that point why I will ask questions. I say, God, I'm telling you the truth. God, they say you exist. Where are you? I have never seen anything that is done that is different from what should be done. They give birth to us. We are going to die at the end of the day. We have to work to survive. Nothing comes miraculously to us. You fall sick, you have to go to hospital. You don't go to hospital, you die. It's as simple as ABC. So those are the questions I asked. Then so many other questions, just to cut it short. Then there are some things that I will still see and I cannot explain. There are some things I will see that are beyond me, that are beyond the ordinary, that makes me feel there is a power. I don't know the name. I don't know what it is, but I believe, because my question is, who gave that God the name that is bearing? Who saw him to give him that name?
Mm-hmm.
Who saw this God to give him the name God in English? In
Mm-hmm.
Yoruba, Olodumare. In Igbo, Chukwu. Who saw him to know that is the name he is being called?
How do they know it is even a hymn?
How did they know? God bless you. That's what I'm about to say. How did they know it's a him or a her?
Oh, not a
So
she.
there are so many questions, but make we not scatter our head. I
No.
don't bother myself about that.
Right.
I just do good. I do me. I do what will make my neighbor okay, and I try not to hurt people. I go my way. Either I do good or I do bad. I go buy. Now everybody go die.
That's right. That's one
Either
thing
I
that is
do good or
guaranteed
bad.
to everyone.
And this one that some people think somebody is going to hellfire and ask question. Who among your family member went to hellfire and come back to come and tell you there's hellfire somewhere?
Where is hellfire? Somebody
Somebody,
give
they
me
will say they are
the
going to
address
heaven.
of
Who
hellfire.
told you? Who went to that heaven and come back? Even if you read the Bible, there are a lot of questions that need to be asked.
Esther, we
Exactly.
used to go
How
to
did they know the
church.
creation? Who was there when
Who
God was
was there?
creating to now write the story? And
Exactly.
if
Esther,
you look at the stories, there are a
hmm,
lot of
Hold on, hold on.
discrepancies. They told
Exactly.
us Moses wrote 7 books of Moses. That is Genesis to. When did they born Moses for him to write
hmm.
the story of creation?
You see, Auntie
Auntie
Aduni,
Adunni,
Auntie
Auntie
Aduni,
Yes.
do
Adunni.
you
Sorry,
know? Wait,
Esther, sorry.
hold on, Aliko, hold on. Auntie Aduni, do you know that even in Judaism, the religion that came before Christianity and in Islam,
They
right?
don't believe
There
him.
is no evidence for the existence of that person called Moses. Reggie, say
Mm,
something about this, and then Aliko can speak. Reggie,
okay.
please speak
I
about
would say I,
the non-existence of Moses.
he
Mm,
didn't exist, and you can't prove it. Listen, most Jewish people that you really meet, right? And I'm talking about ethnically Jewish people, right? They don't believe none of it. They're atheists, most of them. They just believe in their bloodline and their family, right? They believe it's a myth. They know Moses did not exist. I've never met a
mm,
rabbi that actually believed
Hmm.
Moses was a real person. It's Jewish mythology.
Hmm.
That's a fact.
We have spoken to Jewish rabbis, right, Reggie?
Yes.
We have spoken to Jewish rabbis, and they have told us that they know in Judaism that Moses is a myth.
It's a
They
myth.
know it, but they use this story as sort of like a guide, right? But when
And
they teach
imagine
us,
carrying that story in your head for decades, all through your growing up years.
Aliko, go on and see what you wanted to say, please.
um, Auntie Adunni, Auntie Adunni,
Yeah.
I'm one of your followers, yeah, and I want to mention this. So, a lot of people think that God is God, yeah, and they feel that we are creations from Adam and Eve.
The story we
Please,
were told. We were told.
yeah, yeah, should be Bao. Esther,
I said the story we were told.
yeah, should be.
Go on,
My God,
Aliko.
no.
Okay, okay, okay.
So when we were growing up in church, they used to tell us, we were created from Adam and Eve.
Yes.
Eve brought the fruit to
Mm-hmm.
Adam. Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
forbidden.
Hmm.
Forbidden. Yeah. Hey, John Torello. Sorry, for those who don't understand, Auntie Adunni.
Just go on and say what you need to.
Okay.
Go on and say what
So
you're
Go
the
saying.
ahead
fruit,
and say what you want to say.
the fruit was share apple. Is it? Was it apple?
Share up, Nisha.
Reggie
Me,
can answer
well,
this question. Reggie knows. Reggie was there.
Reggie, was it apple that Adam
Reggie
ate?
was there.
I
Reggie was
wasn't
there.
Reggie
Okay.
was
there.
Yeah,
I
there.
Reggie.
wasn't there. I wasn't
Uh, uh,
there.
uh,
Nobody wasn't there. That shit ain't
mm-mm,
happening.
mm-mm. Bumper for you. Okay. So when Eve, we all came from, we are made in God's image. Yeah. And Adam and Eve, no big bubowa, gave birth to all of us. Yeah. Nibo,
Lord,
how?
you
Hey, John Torello. Esther, help me out. Auntie
we are
Adoni is not
not.
helping
We
me.
are not. We are
No, what
not.
is your question?
So, where did we come from? From ape? Let me tell you, I used to work in an insurance company here in the UK some years ago. And I remember a lady called Marilyn. Hmm? So when I would what's it called? Clients will ring us for repairs of their home that was insured. It was an insurance company. They will ring, and you have to leave messages for everyone who will come back on that page, because everyone had a computer to that table. So I will leave message on my clients, yeah. And then there was a lady, Marilyn. She called me on the side. She said, Aliko, no, Nelly. She said, Nelly, you write good English. Okay, I said, thank you. She said, I thought people live in on trees in Nigeria,
Hmm.
in Africa. Mhm. You know what I told her? I said, because you have a myopic way of reasoning.
Mm, mm.
My English was spoken to me at home. I went to university and I learned school through English. Okay. I'm in the UK today because I have spoken English all my life. Mm. But she said to me, I am impressed. And I told her, I said, you know what? You have shamed me as a British woman. And she said to me, but you know what? You guys think about God all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm,
mm.
mm, 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 mm. You guys think about God all the time. Why has God not um made you guys known? Because I feel here as a British woman, I feel that you guys live in trees like monkeys. Ah,
Haba.
Yeah, that was the story they were told. So it's
I
not our
am
fault.
so angry. Ah, I am so frustrated about that question. And I am so pissed off because I have never lived in a tree. Esther, Afroatheist, is my sister, same father, same mother. And we were taught in English. We went to school, we schooled, and we were brought up well, deeper life. My sister went to, what's it called? Adeboye.
Redeemed Christian
Mm,
Church of
mm,
God.
I
Yes.
didn't. I didn't. But eventually, we've come to the UK. We were going to African church. I've left it because of all the drama and everything. But what I'm saying is this. When people think Africa is bad, yes, but everything around Africa is God, God, Jesus Christ, whatever. Aphrodite, your last program was about different gods. You mentioned many names of God.
Mm-hmm.
Who gave God that name?
That's what
Hey,
Auntie
John
Adunni
Torello.
was
That is
just
the
asking.
question I asked.
That's what Auntie Adunni was asking. Who saw
Yes.
God?
Oh,
Who
yeah.
saw
Who
him to give
saw
him that name?
Auntie Adunni and Aliko now? The Bible starts off by saying, in the beginning, when God created the universe. If you are a logical thinking person, you will already be able to spot the lie from the very first verse and the very first line of the Bible. Because how on earth is somebody telling you about the beginning when God created the universe when nobody was
The
created?
beginning you were
No
not part of.
human was created. They said it was Moses that wrote the first 5 books, right?
7 books.
Auntie Aduni,
The first 7 books.
I've asked Christians this question. Who was there when God was talking to himself? Let us create man in our own
In our
image.
own
Oh,
image.
they said, these are the answers that I have got from Christians. Number one, they said it was Adam and Eve that passed it on and it got to Moses and Moses now wrote it. No, 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 no. There was no Adam and Eve. In the beginning, when God created the universe, there was no Adam and Eve, there was no body. So, who saw this God? Who heard this God? Right? These are the questions. And so, from the very first line of the Bible, it starts off on a lie. Until you can prove who was standing there with God, listening to him. Also, they tell us about the story of Satan, the devil, which all Christians are afraid of. They said a devil was in heaven with God. Then a war broke out between in heaven, God, Satan, and then God threw Satan down. This was before even God decided, let us go and create man in our image on the earth. So who saw Satan? Who saw
Being thrown
Satan and
down.
God being thrown? Who saw it?
And this same Satan, they have not been able to defeat till now.
Till now. But Auntie
So God
Aduni,
cannot defeat Satan. He now hand him over to you.
mm,
You that you don't
Have
even
you,
know
have
the
you,
person to start
have
fighting.
you, have you seen people who they accuse and they say it is the devil that pushed me? It's the
Oh yeah.
devil. Mhm.
That is
So that's
African
it. The
mentality
devil,
and
the
way of
devil is in.
running away from taking responsibility for their actions.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Aunty Aduni. Many people will say the devil pushed me. The devil was the one that made me do this. The devil, Satan is the one that Satan is in his place. Oh,
Who sees Satan? Who see him?
nobody,
That's the
nobody.
question we should ask.
Aunty Aduni. Ẹ gbà
Okay,
bẹ́ẹ̀.
guys,
A man was caught in
this very,
Nigeria. Àtàwọn obìnrin kan wọ́n gé orí àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ń tà for 120. Wọ́n ní devil ló ní káwọn ṣe.
hmm,
Oh my
hmm,
God.
That's what
Aunty
you see.
Aduni, say it in English. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
They caught some guys and a lady
Mm, mm.
in possession of human head, human
Human
skull,
head.
and fresh head.
Mm,
And they caught them and they were asking them, why did you do this? They said it
mm.
was the devil that pushed them to do it.
the
This same
devil.
devil. This
The
devil
devil is down on.
that was thrown down from heaven.
And it's both religion, no.
Yes.
Muslims do fight
Shaitan.
devil all the
Shaitan.
time. And
Sorry,
Shaitani.
sorry to the devil. Sorry to the devil.
Mm,
Sorry
My
to
question
Satan.
means,
Not
who
Binu.
know devil? Who saw this devil? Who
Mm.
saw the devil to know
Who?
the color? To know that he has
Anybody
a
on
horn,
this life,
he is black,
anybody on this
he is
life,
this.
wait,
if you
Aliko,
want
hold
to
on.
block me,
Aliko, hold on.
block me
Hold on.
today.
Aliko,
Block me.
hold on. Who wants to block you?
When you start, don't bother. Why are you giving them attention? Once you
I
start
shared
asking logical questions, you will
this.
have problem with them.
Okay.
I shared this live. Okay.
Mhm.
So there are many people on this live. Yeah. And
Mhm.
I've been getting text messages.
That's
Yeah.
what.
So I want them to understand that, listen, in as much as I think there is a supreme being.
Aliko, please. Let me speak to them and tell them, look, if you have anything, yeah, these are the conversations we have here. If
Mm.
you have any evidence for the existence of God, please come along next week or whenever. Contact me. Let's have that debate. Because now we are in a point now, Aunty Adunni, this is the point where we are at now. We need to start sitting down with preachers and saying we need to debate.
Listen,
They will not
Adeboye,
come.
you
They
sit
won't
down
answer you.
and prove the existence of that God.
They will not
come on,
answer you.
sit down and prove the existence. This is where we are at. We're done with all your talk. All your talk. You have made yourselves wealthy, selling us a product that doesn't exist in exchange for money. So, Aliko, if anybody is sending you any messages, please say to them that no need for talk. Just come along, right? Let us have that conversation, right?
They
Once
are
your
on here.
questions
Let
start
us
They are
making
have
here.
that
sense,
They are here.
conversation.
they
They are
attack.
here. They are here.
Once your questions and your talk start making sense, and they are not, they are beginning to get confused and be like, that is when they attack.
Yeah.
They will come with attack.
No,
If he
Auntie
blocks you, will that
Adunni,
end your life?
Auntie
Aunty
Adunni,
Adunni,
I see the
Esther.
kind of attack that you receive. I see them coming in your
Oh,
platform. I see them. But Auntie Adunni, I will tell you this. When you first started, there were some of those people that were attacking you. Today, they are your followers.
thank
They
you.
are seeing exactly what you're talking about. Look, if
Aunty
anybody
Adunni
is
to
telling a
popo.
lie,
Aunty
if
Adunni to shapra. Aunty Adunni to shapro.
That's
Hey,
why I relate it
Esther.
to personally, so that
Esther
you
to
can really,
shapro. That's
okay,
my sister.
Aliko,
look,
wait,
come.
Aliko, hold on. See, if there is anything that we're saying here that is wrong, this isn't an attack on anybody, right? We are in a
At
point now
all.
where this God that was brought to us by the
We are asking
colonials,
questions
yeah,
that we are supposed to have had
exactly,
40
we
years
are
ago.
asking questions, right? If you have anything that points to this being true, right?
Or
Auntie Adunni,
contrary.
look at the amount of churches that we have in all of Nigeria. So my question is, when you said Jesus is coming back again, right? He's coming. When he comes through the skies,
What's up,
whose
What's up,
church is he coming for in Nigeria? Who is the person
Hey,
preaching the
Jesus
real
Christ.
gospel of Jesus in
Afro 80.
Nigeria?
I love that your point. Can I just add to it?
Yes, ma'am.
You
Okay.
asked a question that if Jesus is coming now, which of the church is he going to relate with? Is it Catholic?
Yes.
Is it Kerubu?
Catholic.
Is
Catholic does not.
it Sele?
Aliko, wait.
Is
Aliko, hold on,
it
hold on.
Deeper Life?
Let's
Deeper Life that claims to be the holiest? Is it rccg? Is it Mountain of Fire that their own system is different? Every one of these churches, their ways are different. None of them have similar thing. That is to show that if you can think, it points to a lot of things. The way Deeper Life prays is not the way MFM prays. The way MFM prays is not the way the RCCG prays. The same way, the way RCCG does, there was a time RCCG and Winners are like enemies. You know why? They were battling for members then.
Yes.
That was in the 90s. They were both battling for members. Winners people see redeemed member as Jim. Redeemed members see Winners people as sinners. Then, now that all of them have made it, they are now doing collabo. They are now relating well to each other. They are now calling the same God. But when they were struggling to make money, just like the new generation of today too, they are fighting each other too. Apostle Sule is not in agreement with some pastors. Some pastors are not in agreement with him because all of them are finding their feet too, like the papas of the old. the same way. So if Jesus should come, which among your churches is he going to go for? Which one can he relate with their way of praying? Is it the one that is always catching enemy, die by fire every day? Or the one that is always doing deliverance? Or the one that is giving handkerchief for mantle?
Not that one that prays
Or
every
is it
morning.
chosen that is using gas for 1 year without buying gas that is going to go for?
People,
I
that
hope
one that prays every morning.
Hold on.
And
Jerry
know that these
Eze.
people are just merchandising their lives.
Aliko, hold on. Just hold on. Aunty Adunni, please finish what you were saying.
No, I'm done.
Okay. Aliko, you were saying something about someone. Go on. Let me unmute you. Okay. Aliko is talking about Jerry Eze. Aunty Adunni, I did a stream yesterday about
the
Jerry
one that
Eze.
prays every morning.
Jerry Eze.
Jerry Eze is the content creator.
Aunty Adunni, there is something that me and you will fight over. I have a fight with you. Yes.
Okay.
You can't fight Aunty Adunni.
I heard you talking about
both of you.
I heard you talking about Jerry Eze. You were saying, well, he's still one of the good ones, and
I said
at least he's a business. No, you said that he has found a technique that works, and at least
why I said he's still one of the good ones. I will tell you.
No, wait. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
You said this just before his London program.
Before his London program, okay.
Then
after his London program, what did I say?
You came back and changed it. You were like, no, this is wrong.
You know why I said it initially? I didn't know he was involved in this their miracle something. I thought he was just creating his content and making his money innocently. Right. Until somebody points to me and says, "You are not following this guy. Go and see his page." Then I now saw he even has different kind of accounts to collect money all over the world. Not only that, on his YouTube channel, and honestly, I'm not counting that against him. I am creating content on YouTube. I'm collecting money. There's nothing stops YouTube paying him money. Like I tell the members, I say, I'm not collecting money from you. YouTube is making money off me, and they are giving me commission for making money off me. I said, that is a different scenario. I have not asked anyone.
I need to make this money.
So this guy, Jerry Eze, I thought it's just his noise that he comes out to make every morning. I never knew. Oh no, 3 months ago, a friend of mine died following Jerry Eze. She had cancer some years ago. And instead of taking care of herself, she started following Jerry Eze everywhere. Anywhere Jerry Eze comes in America, she has to be there. And she was sowing lots of money, up to $1,000 anytime she has to sow money for him.
Wow.
So by the time before she knows it, the thing became very serious. She was rushed to the hospital and she's gone today. So that was when I started now monitoring Jerry Eze. So when he now went for his program, of course, everybody came and come on, this is a lie. You can't lie. This is a lie.
Yes.
This girl is what was wrong with that girl again?
Cerebral palsy.
CP child. You can't lie to us. And it came out for every one of us throwing tantrums. And I told people, I said, look, I said Jerry should just stay out of miracle if he doesn't want to have problem. Let him continue his screaming. It is ordinary noise. Like I tell people, I say there is nothing like I am praying and the prayer answered. There is nothing like that.
We dey pray, it dey show.
Prayer, he go say we dey pray and it dey show. You know the tactics this guy use? He is using a slogan because he knows our people, once they, like I said in the beginning, I said once our people hear anything God, they become mumu.
Yes.
Anytime this guy is talking, the next thing he's saying is that, oh, people of God, I want to tell you that our God is good. People of God, what God cannot do does not exist. People of God, he will call their people of God 20 times. More than 20 times as he's talking. Within 1 hour, he has called people of God 50 times. So that is his own technique to subdue the mind of his people, of his followers. That is his own way to capture their mind and capture their reasoning. So they can never reason, his followers can never reason him. Oh, people of God, have you seen what God just did yesterday? People of God, you're going to be partaker of what he's about to do. Oh, people of God, because our God is so good. Oh, people of God, what God cannot. people of God. And our people will be like, amen, amen. I am chosen. I am this. I am anointed. I am this. He used that as a technique of capturing their mind. And actually, he has captured their mind.
Yes, he has.
I don't fault him for collecting monetization. But if he's not greedy, he should not be asking them for seed sowing again. The last program that he went for in UK, he said is the best program he has ever done in his life. And you know why? I tell people, once your pastor said that program that we just did was superb, our God visited us. No, God did not visit you. If God visited you, you will not go the next year with the same prayer point again. In fact, the next month. But the pastor will tell you God visited us. The only person God visited is that your pastor, because it's the one that benefited from what he did. When they are to have a program, they need money for a certain thing. It's a business, it's their business. It's just like somebody creating content. Your brain must be working. You must think of the next thing to do. You can't afford to leave your followers. Okay, let's not even say your followers. You cannot afford to leave your channel, your page empty. Nothing is coming. So their case is just like somebody doing business. That is what they are selling. They are selling their lies to people. So they have to come out with a program. And when they are coming out with that program, it is to execute the plan they have, their personal plan. So they will tell you, God said we should have a program. That program is tagged my year of double blessing. It is my month of surplus. No, the surplus is coming to your pastor. The surplus is for him to invest, to plan for his future and his children's future. That is why you will continue to go from his program every year. I can bet it, everyone that went for his program this last month that he was crying that was the best, they will still be in his program next month if you should go to UK again for the same prayer points. What our people fail to know is that if you don't make a move, your situation will remain as it is, if not to get worse. You are the one to make a move. This life is not a remote that you will press and be changing the channel. No, you have to get up. You have to do. You have to make a move. You have to put in actions. Is it money you are looking for? Go and work. Is it child you are looking for? Go to the hospital if it's not forthcoming. If you don't have husband, go and look for husband. If you don't want to have husband, you want to have children, there is a way to go about it now. Everything is now modernized. There is spam bank. Go and buy it if you know you are getting of age. So everything has become so easy in the developed world, except our people who will continue to tag along pastor's tail and be their shadow. And pastor at the end of the month will go to the bank and smile to the bank. That is why a pastor has become an estate mogul today. And he has handed over his church to the son to take care of. Today, his plot of land, this is a pastor in the 20s, 20, 30 years ago. I have witnessed many of his programs. He will come. He will say he need you to sow a seed of $5,000, $1,000. He was even asking that people sow a seed. Each year they have lived, they should sow a seed for it. If you have lived, yes, if you have lived for 50 years, you will pay 50,000 naira. When money was still good, naira was still good money. If you have lived for 60 years, you pay 60,000 because God wants to elevate
Very
you.
true. Very true.
And people paid. Today, the plot of land is selling. It's not even selling to the poor. It's not even selling to the middle class. It's selling to the high class, the richest people, because a flat is going for 350 million. Convert it that in $9. Let me do the conversion for people who are spending dollars.
While you're doing that, let me Aunty Adunni, I want to very quickly just play this video. It's very quick. And guys, I'm going to put on the in the comments. And hello, Pastors Gist with Lady P. Thank you for all your hard work, all your videos that you put out there. Very inspirational. You know, she's one. I don't know how she does it, but
She's doing a great job too,
she
and
puts
she's
out
helping in
videos.
bringing out the clips.
Yes, she puts them
She's
out
one
there.
of the people who is desiring to see changes in Christendom.
Yes. And even though I don't believe in God, but I still can appreciate what she's doing. Guys, I'm going to put the links to Aunty Adunni's all her different pages in the comments. But if you are not following me, make sure that you give me a subscription. Follow me, right? subscribe to me here
Follow,
on
follow,
YouTube
follow, 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 follow.
and on Facebook and on TikTok. Especially, I have my debates, particularly on TikTok. We have debates. We challenge people. The last debate that we had, we're saying the God of Jerry Eze cannot exist. But if you have evidence that that God does exist, come along and prove to us. We had a few people come and chat, but as usual, there is nothing. No one can prove the existence of God. But that's a conversation for another day, guys. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to continue to expose the lies. We are going to continue to expose the falsehood that these people have given to us over the years, the religion of the colonials, right? Can you imagine that we were sitting very gently where we were? This God, quote and unquote God, sent colonial masters with his so-called religion over to us. Because why? We are not worthy. We're not worth anything. He couldn't raise people from our homes with his religion. No, we he had to send people from that part of the world over to us. They see what they did to us. And
Yeah.
today we have people
And
like
still doing
Adiboye, Oyedepo,
underground.
and all these clowns taking advantage of the belief in that so-called God of the colonial masters. Right? Today, Jerry Eze is making himself rich. And this is why I
A
insist
42-year-old man, 42-year-old boy.
that all your pastors are fake. Every single one of them. There is none that is a genuine pastor, because until you can prove the existence of that God, they are all fake. But you know something? I'm going to open it up. If anybody wants to challenge myself, Reggie, and my team, we've got Vessel of Dishonor, we've got a few people. If you want to challenge us, I'm opening it up for you. Please come along. We're not afraid. I bring your pastors. In fact, I want to make an open challenge to Jerry Eze. I want to make an open challenge to Oyedepo, Enenche, all these people. I want you to prove that the God of the colonials, right? This Jesus guy, or whatever you're calling it, Jesus, Yahweh, whatever, Elohim, whatever you're calling it, come and prove that he exists. Because we need to expose that you have lied to people for so long. You've told them that there is a God. Today you are flying on private jets. We had a pastor come along and tell people that during the pandemic that he has bought his third private jet.
Private jets.
Three private jets.
When lives were going.
And that guy is one of the most problematic pastors. Only him has been accused of sleeping with 33 Nollywood actresses. Only he has been exposed for threatening to make somebody disappear. Only that man has been exposed, telling people that people can teleport through the toilet.
From
Teleport
one
from
country to the
Germany
other.
to France through the toilet. The same man has come along and said he has raised dead body. Oyakilome, that one says this year
50 dead bodies.
This year alone, Oyakilome says he has raised up 50 dead bodies. None of you is asking questions. Nobody is saying what on earth is going on here. But we are asking those questions. Enough is enough. So let me play this video very quickly. And Aunty Adunni, I do appreciate you being here. I will put the links to her channel. So this is one of the scammers that we have in What was it? Miracle support. That's him taking advantage. That's him taking advantage of that old woman. I don't know. She probably is in on it with him as well,
Did you
right?
see one of
She,
his video? He used a baby for miracle, and the baby was almost going.
hey,
A
really?
less than a year old baby. Yeah.
Oh my
You know, these
goodness.
are the
Damn
things
shame.
that. Go ahead, please.
I said that's a
But
damn shame.
Yeah, he used a less than a year old baby for his miracle, and the baby was half naked, kept the baby on the floor, throwing up, and almost choking on
mm-mm,
the vomitours. And I'm like, is Nigerian government not seeing all this? These are the
wow.
reason why I can keep quiet.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
always say children are a no-no for their nonsense, but they keep doing this. The NHA once carried a 5, 6 year old baby, young boy, to say he did a miracle of kidney transplant for the boy. Unfortunately for him, he mentioned a hospital in Nigeria, and the hospital came out and did a disclaimer that it's a lie. They never brought that boy to their hospital. They don't know the boy. There was no case like that in the
mm.
hospital. And Nigerian government is looking at all these people, and they are we members too. They want us to keep quiet. Unfortunately, they will never use the child of a rich man for all these things.
No, no, no.
It's always
I,
the children of the less privileged. And these less privileged are the ones fighting for them. This brainwash thing is too strong.
It is too much. It's
Too
way too
strong.
much. It's too much. And at this point, it's Auntie Aduni, I want to appreciate you.
Thank you, sis.
Because in this what we're doing here, right? The women are standing up and saying enough is enough. The women are saying, look, enough. We have had enough. I'm not
Yeah.
saying there are no men doing this. Someone said something about Daddy Freeze.
Oh,
I
some guys
saw
are doing it. Roti, me,
I saw a
Daniels.
comment about Daddy Freeze. I have issues with Daddy Freeze. I was a member of his what do you
He is
call it?
neither here nor there.
Free the
Free
Shippo
the
movement.
nation or whatever something.
Um what do you call it now? The online platform. Um I was a member. I was a member of his platform, and I'm saying this very boldly because I was a member. When it was his birthday, Daddy Freeze, when it was his birthday, only one person gave him 20,000 naira. Daddy
What?
Freeze came out and Daddy Freeze was angry. He was so angry. He said, only one person gave him 20,000 naira and nobody else thought that they should give him something. He said, you all deserve the pastors that you have in Nigeria. He said, now he sees why the pastors take advantage of you people. He said, no wonder if people don't, if they don't ask you, you wouldn't give. So now he sees why they're taking it. And he said to Nigerians listening that they deserve the pastors that they have. Because one person gave him 20,000 naira. That was the day I knew it was time to exit that platform. Now he
So
started
does it mean he
befriending.
collects money too?
Well, we used to, well, I did send some money towards some contribution. They said they were contributing towards feeding the poor. His wife would cook and go and give to the poor and everything. I'm sure maybe because he would say he needed money for his data back then. This was, I'm talking about 4 or 5 years ago. So he would need money for data and things like that. When he
I'm going to
started,
cut this part of your video. I'm going to put it out. Is this okay?
please put it out there. And if possible, I will go and look in my archives to
These are
see
the
if
things
I
we are
can
trying to
find.
stop. And some people will hide under talking against pastor and be doing the same thing,
Yes. I will
which is
I will
very
go and
wrong.
look in my archives and see if I can find anything to that effect where he came on live stream and said, you all deserve the pastors. In fact, give me a minute. Let me see if I can, just give me a minute.
Okay.
um Mm, 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 mm. I will, Auntie Ajuni, I will look in my archives
Okay.
and find it.
You can send me the
Um,
link if you see it, please.
no, it's not. I will look in my because that's when I decided. You know what? I even started
Anyway,
doing
that is
videos.
what you just said is enough. I will attach his video and picture and put it out there.
Just put it out there and I will say it anyway. Daddy Freeze knows that I do videos about him. He has said, Daddy Freeze said, look, he's not
You
an
know why I
atheist,
started
but
having
he
issues with him?
respects, he says he respects atheists, but he's not an atheist. Because Daddy Freeze knows. He knows the truth. That guy knows the truth.
He knows
And
the
I
truth,
will
but he
tell
wants
you,
to capitalize on it too, but he doesn't have the way to do it. He
his
would have
online
loved to be a
church,
pastor too.
his online church did not take
No,
off.
his own online church cannot fetch him the kind of money these people. He has spoken against pastors several times, so he can't make it from them to, from that way too.
His online church did
He
not take
covered
off.
up, he's covering up for Gboyega, Tobi Adegboyega in UK.
And Johnson Suleiman.
And God bless you. There are some pastors, no matter what they do, he will never talk. That is where I started having skepticism about him, that something is not right.
It's all about the mullah. And Daddy
Okay,
Freeze, we
you're
see
correct.
you. We see you. We see you, and we will call out your bullshit because you, when it was Jerry Eze, you were so quick to jump on your platform to come and talk about,
Even
I just want to
Funke
say,
Adejumo, he spoke on Funke Adejumo. He has
I
been
was
speaking
there for
on
all
Baba
those things.
Dekoye and all the
I
rest
was there for all those things when Funke Adejuma was busy talking about $1,000 for virginity.
for firstborn and virgin.
She came out recently and she's busy talking. What? And Auntie Aduni, do you know that Funke Adejumo said her goal that time when she was trending, when she was going about? I went to one of her programs now because I went to a program in London, right? Where she came and preached and everything. And during the event, there was a time for collection of monies. They said people should come and partner with her, come and give money towards her ministry and things. Come and see people going out to go and give women, oh, women going to go and give Funke Adejumo money. Funke Adejumo stood on the platform and said she wants to buy a private jet.
Can you
Funke
imagine?
Adejumo
Oh yeah,
said
I think I saw that
she
video.
wants to
Yeah,
buy a private jet. So
she can't buy.
in her
She's
mind, she
coming
was
late.
thinking that whatever it was that she was doing, going all over the world to teach this her
We'll fetch
women's
her money to buy jets.
nonsense, was going to until she got called out. Now she has had to slow down. No private jet
You know,
for
at a
Funke
point she was
Adejumo.
even banned from coming into UK.
Yes, because she was that woman is even what's his name Oyedepo. I think Oyedepo is not allowed in the UK.
Yes, and his son.
Oyakilome, that one has
And
been
his son, David, can't come into UK too.
no, but David was he not didn't have a church here in the UK.
They used to.
Oh, they used to. That's
He used
interesting.
to.
I
He used to
I
be
need
the
to go
pastor
and
there. That was when the father drafted him. They had issue with Charity Commission in UK. And he was the pastor in charge then.
wow. This is interesting information. Auntie Aduni, I know you don't have long with us. How much left do you have? Some AJ Alex is asking, can we call in? I don't know if you can
Okay, let them
maybe
call. Let me give you another
one or
10,
two
15 minutes if
questions.
they want to
Okay,
call
10,
in there.
15 minutes. So
Yeah.
I will put the link out. Please when you come up, please just keep it respectful. And that's all I ask. Because
Come up here, start talking crazy. You know that's what I like to do.
no, Reggie,
I know
I
you
trust
probably
you.
think that I'm quiet, right? I know you think I'm quiet, don't you?
That's why I've got
I'm
you
definitely
here.
not. That's why people saying stuff in the comments like, "Why is he being quiet? Why is he being quiet?" Because I'm definitely not.
Okay, I've put the link out there. If anyone wants to call in, you can click on the link and you can ask a question or two. Auntie Aduni, what do you have for the foreseeable future? What are your plans? I know that you stumbled across this thing. This wasn't something that you planned to do. You were just trying to
Yeah.
call out the lies, the deceit, and the falsehood, right? But now at this stage that you see that people are starting to tune in and people are starting to realize that Auntie Aduni might be saying something that is correct.
Yeah.
What would be your desire? what would be the for you the ultimate?
My desire, my ultimate desire is to see as many, especially the young ones, like I always say. My talking is not even for my generation or people who are before me that are older than me. Some of us are seriously caught in the web and there's no turning back. There's no how they can turn back. They are sold out already. But my desire is to see the younger ones liberated, is to see the younger ones use their brain, is to see the younger ones not to allow these predators to prey or make them a prey. That is actually my desire. And also to see as many that can join in this freedom talk.
Mm,
It's not something that is very easy to do. It takes boldness, it takes courage, it takes the love for humanity to do it. If you don't have love for humanity, when they come and attack you, you just run away into your box. But if the love you have for people, if you can consider this could be you,
mm,
if you are free from it, it should make people talk. It should make people speak out. America will tell you when you see something, say something. Don't just keep quiet. If you keep quiet, it can come to your doorstep too. You may say it can affect you, but it can affect somebody somebody that is your friend, your sister, your brother. And my desire is to see all these pastors, especially Nigerian governments, control things the way they have done in Rwanda. In Rwanda, when the president came in, he closed over 600 churches and mosques. And today, you can't just open church. I'm looking forward to one day that Nigeria will have that law in place where politics is not mixed with religion. I really, really desire that. Where churches will have structures, not that somebody will just come up and say, I'm called by God. No, nobody among them is called by God. Adeboye, that people think was the holiest person in the world. Today, we are discovering a lot of lies from his stories. So that shows nobody was called by God. Who saw this God? How did he call them? Call them to do what? To collect money or what? Is it to read Bible that people cannot read on their own? Can you tell me people don't know what is good and what is bad? Knowing what is good or bad, nobody needs to tell you that this is bad, this is wrong. Your conscience is there to even guide you. So why wait for a man to tell you what is good and what is bad? So I'm looking for a day or one. I may not even be alive when this is going to happen. Maybe I will have gone where Nigerian government, Africa will discover themselves back. And what we have today, because indirectly we are still being colonized, either we like to accept it or not.
colonized
We don't
here.
have that freedom yet.
We're
We
colonized
don't.
here.
We don't have
That's
it
where
yet.
that's where the
So I'm looking
colonization is
forward
taking
where
place.
religion is the tool they are using. They are put for us to be using against ourselves, and it's working.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that time. And like I always tell people, I may not be here then. You might not be around too then. Our generation will not experience it, but
Mm,
hopefully it will be experienced. Hopefully we
yes.
will get busy. Hopefully we will know going to church 24/7 will never change anybody or make anybody's life better.
Auntie Aduni, I wanted to also point out that at this stage where we are, you mentioned something in Rwanda. Was it Rwanda?
Yeah,
The man closed down churches.
yeah,
It's
Kigali.
time. Anybody who says they are called by God, they need to start proving evidence for the calling.
Evidence.
What God called you. How did
Honestly,
He
I
call you?
don't I don't support individual having churches. That is
Yes,
why we are in the mess we are today.
absolutely. There is no need to have the church of Enenche, the church of Oyedepo, the church of Oyakilome, the church of this, that. No,
We are talking of those ones. We are not talking of, there are some smaller ones.
I know, man. I
The
know.
wickedness the smaller ones are doing too is even
Mm,
greater. Maybe those big ones are just collecting money. The smaller ones, the wickedness they are doing, they will sleep with people's wives,
yes, yes.
all in the name of deliverance and miracle.
Mm. I want to
Everything that you
answer.
say It's the same exact shit that I say. Like the first thing that I always tell people is like, why would you pay a person to read to you? Can you not read the book yourself? And
That is it.
why do you think that you got to go to this man of God, as they say? That shit irritates the fuck out of me. Like, why do I need a middleman? Why does God wait till I go talk to you to perform these miracles? I just don't understand it. And why do I gotta pay you and I gotta still suffer? That part I just will never get.
Talking about the miracle. Talking about the miracle. Why must they perform miracle in the churches? Why can't they go to the places where we have the sick people?
Right.
Why can't they go to the streets where we have the cripple to perform their
Right.
miracle?
Exactly. They
But they
can
will
put doctors
argue,
out of business.
the members will argue with you that when Jesus was alive, they brought the people to him. Jesus did not go to people. That is what they will tell you. How many of them were around when Jesus was alive? If truly
Exactly.
they
And
saw
None.
people
Auntie
being,
Adunni,
apart from the stories we are told.
Auntie Adunni, I do not rate that guy they call Jesus. I honestly do not. Because think about it this way: when Jesus was here on earth, the
Like
character
they said,
Jesus, the character Jesus, when he was here on earth, he lived in a particular location. Only the people that went looking for Jesus or he stumbled across them on his way were granted these miracles. So imagine that time when Jesus was around, right? Somebody in Oshogbo, there's no miracle for you because you're nowhere near where Jesus is.
but remember
Somebody
they
in
said his name will wrought miracle anywhere they go.
what name?
The name Jesus. Then
His
how
name,
come? Why
his
can't they
name
now
was
go
not
to the hospital if his
Auntie
name will
Aduni.
give people miracle? Then they
Auntie
should have, they
Aduni,
can go to hospital.
his name was not Jesus.
Let's even assume.
His name was not that.
Let's try and live by their story now. That
Okay.
at his name, wherever they go, they will do miracle. Then they can as well take that name to the hospital and do the miracle.
It will not work because the guy was not his name was not Jesus. Auntie Aduni, okay, let me do something very quickly. Auntie BC, I'm calling you, ma'am. Auntie BC, is that your name? Auntie BC, I'm calling you.
Are you calling me?
Yes,
Cool.
Auntie
You touch
BC.
it.
Me?
Yes, Auntie BC. I'm calling you, Auntie BC.
Oh, you are calling me Auntie BC.
Mm.
Okay.
I changed your name
You
and now I
changed my
decided to
name to
call you Auntie
BC.
BC.
Okay.
You see, now you didn't answer me, right?
That's
The
because
guy,
my name is not BC.
exactly. This guy, they said his name was Yeshua,
They said
whatever.
there was no J when he
Yes.
was alive.
So every time Christians are saying, in the name of Jesus,
They are
in
calling nobody.
Jesus' mighty name, what do you think? Nobody's there. Oh, nobody's listening to
I
you.
love this analysis. Thank you. So they are
Nobody's
calling
listening.
nobody.
Nobody.
Hmm.
And your name is the same in every language. You don't translate your name. That's the first rule of translating languages. So
Auntie Aduni, if
Hmm.
you go to China, tell them your name is Aduni, they will call you Aduni.
That's true.
If you go to France, Spain,
Okay.
that would be your name.
Mm.
And
Hey,
Hmm.
so you are telling me that the name of your Lord and Savior, the name of the one person that mattered the most, y'all changed his name because he didn't mean nothing to you guys. That guy's name was not Jesus. When you start praying Jesus' name in Jesus'
We are
name,
not even talking about the pictures that we carry about and we still carry around till today.
that's white boy Jesus, the
With the
Caucasian
blue
Jesus,
eye. The
the
blue eye.
Caucasian Jesus,
The blue eye man.
the Caucasian Jesus.
Uh-huh. And you see
Whiter
how
than white.
people reverend that picture in those days.
mm.
How
Mhm.
they hang it in their homes in those days. How people kneel down on that in the front of that picture, praying, crying. And you see Oyinbo mean well for us, giving us this thing.
Mm.
so since you're here now in the United States, right? I'm sure that you hear a lot of people talking about, oh, Jesus wasn't white. Oh, Jesus wasn't white. My thing is this: there's more than just white and black people in this world. So I don't give a fuck what he was. He was not West African. He has nothing to do with me. Even if
You know
every
without
story in the book is true, it has nothing to do with me. Nothing. So
nothing.
Yeah, it's not our
Yeah.
reality. The
at
Bible
all.
We
is
are
not
waking up to
our
that reality
reality.
that it's got nothing to do with us. We don't know him.
No, we
At
don't
all.
know the guy.
Yeah, we
It's
We're not
don't.
nothing to
related to
do
I
with
him.
don't
us.
have
None of that.
relationship with him.
Adam
I'm
and
not
Eve.
ashamed to say that.
Adam and Eve. Who is that? Why are we suffering for the sins of Adam and Eve that we don't know anything about? That we did not meet, we did not
If you
see?
look at the Bible, all the names in the Bible has nothing to do with us.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Even the picture we
Nothing.
were presented has nothing to do with us.
Nothing.
It's got nothing to
Nothing.
do with us. All white, all white. So what has
I
that
got a
got to do
question
with
for
us?
you.
You sold us, you collected our own, made us throw it away, throw away our identity, our names, even our language.
Okay. Reggie has
Trade
a
it for yours
question.
and you know. But today we
Reggie
are
has
waking up, but not all of us will wake up.
Sorry, ma'am. Reggie has a question. Then I would let Aliko ask her question as well, and then we will start to close this down.
All right.
In your opinion, who's worse, the Hebrew Israelites or NSPDians or however you say their names?
Jerry is his church.
You said who is what? The who?
Who's
Who's
worse,
worse?
Between
Hebrew Israelites. Do
Hebrew
you know the
Israelites?
Hebrew Israelites, ma'am?
and Gary Eze.
Jerry
Yeah,
is his
who's worse
NSPPDians.
out of the Hebrew Israelites
Wait,
and
hold on,
Jerry
Reggie.
Izzy
Reggie, hold on.
followers?
Reggie, hold on. I introduced Reggie to Anwara NSPPD. Hmm? I did
Okay,
a live stream on TikTok. I put
okay.
Jerry Eze's face on the front. This
For
guy
him
is
to
a
see.
scam. Hey, Auntie Adunni, you should see his members. And what God cannot do does not exist. You should come and
They're
see them
very
coming to
aggressive.
come and fight. Reggie,
Don't look for their trouble, or there's something else.
Reggie said the followers of Jerry Eze are worse than the black Hebrew Israelites. I said no, I disagree. But anyway, he's asking the question.
So yes,
Honestly, between me and you, I don't like having anything to do with them for real too. Those
Hmm.
Gary Eze people. Ah, those people are something else. I call them legions.
Mm-mm.
hmm
Hey, I call them, they are so, I don't know what this guy use. They are so into him, you dare not mention his name.
Mm.
The only thing that will make them relate with you well is when you mention his name and say Jerry Eze is doing something good.
Or
They
what
will
God
clap
cannot
for
do
you.
does not exist.
Mention his error. They will attack you. I don't know where they come from. I don't know. They will just find that video and they will
everywhere.
flood that video with insults, with curses, and if they can get hold of you, they will tear you into pieces.
Auntie Aduni, let me see
So
if
I
I
will
can
say they
show
are what
you.
for real.
Let me see if I can show you my TikTok profile. I did you should see the attack
But wait a
that I
minute. Wait
received
a
by
minute.
these people. Go on, Reggie.
She ain't answer.
Oh, she hasn't
She
answered
didn't
it yet.
answer. Who do
I
you think
did.
is
I said
worse?
Jerry Eze
Them,
followers are what?
them, or
She said
They
she said
are
you
they're
think they
what
worse.
worse?
to me.
I do too.
Yes, they
I
are
I
what
I,
to
I
me because they are
I
the
disagree.
think
ones
so.
I'm experiencing. I didn't experience those ones, but going by what I'm seeing, they are worse than any other pastor. His followers are worse than any other follower of any pastor in Nigeria.
Have you experienced the black Hebrew Israelites yet? Because I know that you live here in the United States. Have you been around them yet? Have
I'm
you
in the
talked to them?
United
Have they
States, but
said anything to you?
my videos are shown to Nigerians and Africans generally, according to their algorithms.
Right. I get that. But have you experienced them? Have they ever talked to you? Have they ever approached you? Have they
I
ever
don't
said
think
anything to you in life?
her
I
content
don't
her
keep
content has
no,
Oh,
nothing
okay.
to do with them
no.
really.
It's
So
not fair. It's not fair then. It's not fair because they're
how,
very
Reggie?
aggressive.
Her content has nothing to
Because
do with those people. Her content has
no.
nothing
This
to
is what
do
I'm
with
saying.
them.
Exactly. I'm saying it's not a fair question for me to ask her that because they've
Okay,
never
okay,
approached her. Is what I'm saying.
okay. All right,
Approach
Reggie.
me
I
one on
appreciate.
one. Is that what you mean? To
Yes.
talk to
Yes.
me?
Yes.
I don't give them
Yes.
audience
Yes.
even if they come near me. I'll tell them I don't want to talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Auntie Aduni, let me play you this video. So I stumbled across a video, a picture of Jerry Eze and Nathaniel Bassi holding hands. These two holding hand. Two men holding hands. Then I saw the video of Jerry Eze and his wife going into the conference. You know, the London conference. Jerry Eze
Well,
was walking
O2
in the
Arena.
front. The wife is at the back. He could not even hold the woman's hand. Me, I was just asking question, JJ. I just sat there just asking my own question. That
They are looking for trouble.
did I look for trouble or what? See, okay, let's see. We can have a look at this photo. This is the highest paid YouTuber slash preacher slash pastor. He recently had an event in London, his biggest event, the biggest one so far, right? As he was walking into the venue, him and his wife together. This is the one time that they had to show solidarity. We did it, babe. We did it. This is our time to show people, yes, we have arrived. They walk in. He could not even hold her hand. He could not even hold her hand. He walked in there and left her tagging behind. But when he went to a different event that was not as important as this one, look at him holding his fellow man's hand, grinning from ear to ear. It's like, whoa. Some of us, we are trained to look at body language. Some of us, we are trained to look at the things that some of you don't look at. And just go and have a look, the interaction between this man and his wife. Some of you, your pastors, have a lot that they're hiding from you. Some of you, your preachers, if they tell you what is really going on, their secret desires, the things in there, inside, you'll be shocked. If you cannot hold your wife's hand at the most important event, and you go and hold your fellow, holding his hand and smiling and grinning from, no wahala. We'll be here. We will be here watching it all happen. There's something we need to talk about. Have a look at this photo.
Aunty Adunni,
This is the
somebody now came along, and this was their response to my video. Where was it now? The response that they gave to that video that I did. They said the person came along and said, "What if Jerry Eze now sends something to me?" He said, "What if they send what was it now? They send them to come and arrest me for that video."
Did you watch one of his video where he said you summon spirits you summon people's
Yes,
spirits?
I just saw it
that
only
should tell you
yesterday.
what kind of people they
Only
are.
yesterday, I just saw that video about him
Okay, that
summoning
was about
spirit.
4 weeks ago. That's a
Only
4 weeks
yesterday
or
I
5
saw
weeks
it.
ago. He said they summon people's spirits.
Aunty
Should
Adunni,
summon
watch.
their
Aunty
spirits
Adunni,
and deal with
Aunty
them
Adunni, watch.
in the
Aunty
middle of the
Adunni, watch
night.
this one. Aunty Adunni, watch.
Grabber King. I need this video.
Oh, Leo.
I'll record it when we are done. I need this video. Why
I
is
will
he
send it
crying?
to you.
He's
I
praying
will
for
send
his
it to you.
people.
Aunty
Send
Adunni,
it
no,
to
you
me.
didn't. Wait, hold on. You didn't. Auntie, look. Hmm? I want billionaires. The billionaires.
No, he's working for his money now.
Yes, yes, content creating.
Yeah, he's working for his money. What do you think?
Content creator.
I like the guy, Sha. He came in a different style.
And thanks given to you, Jesus. You're the only one that did this. Father, we turn everything to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And you're like,
Thank you.
I'm afraid this.
Emma?
I'm laughing here. The guy is very smart. Very smart. Only ọpọlọ bàjẹ́.
We have to record everything. All plus all the snot coming out from the nose.
You recorded everything. Please, I need a link.
Yes, no, not a link. I will send you the actual video itself.
Okay, please, thank you.
It was me who. It was on his platform. I pinched it from his platform.
Yeah, I don't go they look for trouble. Now laugh, I go laugh.
That's so now we go just laugh all of them because we know say now all
the
now
guy
scam.
Is smart, very smart guy.
Aliko, did you have any questions finally before we start to say our goodbyes? Aliko.
Is she still with us?
I'm
She,
here.
she dropped off, and then I didn't
Okay.
even know she had dropped off. I was just involved in the talk. I didn't even realize. Sorry, Aliko.
I
Do you
like
have any
Jerry's
last
wife better
questions?
than him.
Auntie Aduni, have you seen the wife? Jerry's wife.
Oh man,
Yes.
she's not
Have
very
you
good.
seen her own content too?
Like,
Yes, now.
Auntie,
All
wait,
the,
wait.
I'm
No,
not
Auntie,
really
no, no,
taking
no,
my
no, no.
time. Is that
Auntie,
the wife?
Auntie, no,
Reggie.
wait.
Is
I
that
want to
how the wife just?
yes.
yes.
I showed Reggie the wife yesterday. Reggie
I'll go and watch the wife. I've never
is
really
still
taken.
Oh, I'm
In
gonna
fact, I
piss my
just
pants
watched.
laughing.
Auntie Aduni, wait, let me show you very quickly. Wait. You need to see it. Hold on.
Oh
You
yeah,
need to
she's the
see
best. I
her
swear.
in action. Come and see her. Eh? Content must create now. Content must create.
You see, they are smarter than the followers. While the followers are shouting amen up and down, husband and wife are creating content and making more money.
No
Right.
more battles.
Yeah, there she go.
Content must create.
No more battles.
Suddenly,
No more
She's not
battles.
including herself
No
to
more
own woman
battles.
finish.
Yeah, Hey, and the Bible speaks about Solomon. And the Bible says God gave him
And
rest
she be like,
on every side. His father fought wars. His father fought battles. David fought wars. David fought battles. Maybe your forefather fought. Maybe your father fought. But I pray for you. Like Solomon, you will not fight again. You will not need to fight again.
Auntie Aduni, this is not like as if this is the only one. No. There are other videos now. You should see her. This is what she on her own platform. Look at her now. Look at Auntie Aduni, see now. The t-shirt even says what
Today,
God
I
cannot do does not
prophesy.
exist. Look at
September, October, November, December, my best months so far. Hey, let the wonders begin. Let the wonders begin.
this Auntie Aduni,
Things
these
that
people
are
have
only people
become
suffer than your husband too.
Auntie Aduni. This is what Reggie said yesterday. Reggie said she is worse than Jerry.
She's more than the husband.
she said September, October,
This is October, November. Chakakaka kuku kukoko.
Auntie Aduni, my
Reggie, I like
question.
you. I like your style.
Auntie Aduni, my
Are
question.
you on Facebook?
Yes, so
Eh?
Reggie's on Facebook. He's on
Is Reggie on Facebook? Let me
Yes,
follow
he's
you on
on Facebook.
Facebook. I will share your
Oh
content.
man,
Auntie
oh
And
Aduni,
we
man,
need
she
to go
is
and
funny.
collab on my page with this prayer thing. I love your style. I love your boldness.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's do a show together. One of
very
these
quickly,
days.
let me ask you very quickly. Auntie Aduni, who did us like this? Who punished us like this? Who,
Now we do ourselves, our leaders.
who did us this thing?
It's our leaders. You understand? We have a blame, but I will tell you, our leaders enable everything, and they needed to keep us occupied, to keep us distracted, to keep us taking our focus from what we are supposed to face and focusing on illusion, expecting that tomorrow, next tomorrow, you saw her praying for October. Shaka kuku kuku in September, Reko koko October, Rabakashi kike November. The same prayer. She said, no more fighting.
Let the wonders begin. Open your mouth and make a prayer. Repeto shahada. Iepeto bratia pato shabria tatata.
She's more than your husband.
Rakapato brekete yadara. Santa patusha. Edia pato paya. Iba papusha.
You see this language she's speaking, she's Calabar. She's Calabar and talk together.
May the Lord fill your life. Oh. May the Lord wear you glory as a garment.
May the Lord wear you glory as a garment.
As a garment. The same prayer they will pray, and the members will still be wearing rags, torn clothes, working 16 hours
What God
in abroad.
cannot do.
These people are
That's
scammers.
some good shit right there.
Auntie Aduni, they have become billionaires doing this nonsense.
You know what? Let me shock you with the secret of this thing they are doing. Their members believe they wake up very early to do shows. No, all those videos are pre-recorded, and they will publish it as live. So while the person screaming, you think he's screaming, he's actually sleeping. Why you will now wake up 6 a.m. to pray? The man is still snoring in his bed. You know how we can schedule videos now if you don't want to publish it immediately, and you will publish it as live, and people will think you are on live show with them. That is what they are doing. All these videos, that they think they are waking up early. They are not waking up. They are sleeping. The members are the one waking up. My sister, look, person we won't hear will hear. The ones that don't want to hear will not hear. Regis, please, before we go, what is the name of your Facebook page? Are we still together or I'm muted?
Aunty Adunni, I will send it to you. I will send you his Facebook. Yeah, I will send it to you.
Okay.
I will send it
and
to
I
you.
think maybe for people that might want to follow him, I
think he's
like
on
his
the
style
phone.
is almost similar to my own.
He's on the phone. He's on the phone. So I will.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Rich, and hello, MOTG Live. Teaching their followers to defend them is a feature of the game. They manipulate their followers to believe that their followers' success is tied
No, they actually
to their
said
own
it.
power and success. Yes, ma'am.
They actually said it that they should be facing anybody that talk about it. They said it on social media. They didn't hide it.
They said it on social media.
Yeah.
What did they say, ma'am?
They said some of them. I think Eneche was one of them. Mike Bamiloye, Mike Bamiloye's son, Lawrence Oyo, Abi Oyo, whatever they call that guy. Some of them said they should face social media bloggers that talk about them. Yes.
And do what's with us?
Attack us back.
Hey, good. They should bring it on. No wahala.
Listen, I love when people try to debate with me. It's fun. It's fun. So come on.
Yes, it's a challenge, right, Reggie? Yes. If there's any preacher, in fact, I'm asking on preacher Jerry Eze, the Mike Bamiloyes, the Chris Oyakilomes, every single one of you, I challenge you to provide the existence of God. Debate. Bring it on. We set the date. We set the time. We set the stage. Get somebody to moderate. It's time. No, guys. It is no. You guys know you don't have to give one more penny to any pastor. If truly God
they will
called them,
tell you it's their money. Let them give, please.
No, Aunty Adunni, listen. What I'm saying
they will
is
wake up one day.
Aunty Adunni, what I am saying is this: the proof that God called you should be that you do not ask anybody for tithe, offering, building fund, partnership, whatever. Look, if you need money, right? If a pastor needs money, he should go outside, pray to the God that called him, and the God that called him should throw the money down to him. Any pastor that is collecting tithe, offering, building fund, Jerry Eze, I hope you are listening. Jerry Eze, I was watching a video. I did a live stream yesterday. How Jerry Eze makes his money. 6 services in one day. 6 services, and in those 6 services, he collects tithe, offering, and partnership. 6 services,
and he will still collect his about 350 million from YouTube every month.
Yes. Any pastor that is collecting tithe, offering,
yeah,
partnership,
he makes a lot of money because the streaming is into millions.
That pastor is a scammer. Any pastor, if you are collecting offering, that pastor is a scammer. Any pastor that is collecting tithe, building fund, whatever fund, your pastor is scamming you. There is no evidence for the existence of that their God. Any monies they collect on behalf of that God, they are scamming you. If God truly called them, tell them to go outside. Pray to the God. Which employer we call somebody to do work? Aunty Adunni, if you call somebody to do a job for you, will you not pay them?
Definitely.
How is God calling them to work for him?
But and God cannot pay them. Thank you. That's a good point. I'm going to use it as an update. God called them to work, and who is paying the salary?
It's
You
the
want to be
people
the
that
one to pay them the salary.
Auntie Adunni, it's like you going to a shop to go and buy something. Yeah? Auntie Adunni, you go to a shop to go and buy something. The people that attend to you, those people that are working there, they are paid by the one who owns the store, right? But in this our business, the church business, the Jesus business here, it is the people that are going, you and me, who are the customers of the store. We are paying for our goods and services,
That's true.
but we are also paying the staff of the one who owns the company. What kind of business model is this? And this is why your men of God have made money, because they have sold you something that didn't exist to begin with. They sold you something that the colonial masters brought. It's a shame that you, as Nigerians, you call on the Nazareth man, the guy you call Jesus. That was not even his name to begin with. You call that guy your Lord and Savior. Look what they have done with your head. They have convinced you that Adam and Eve in one garden somewhere sinned. They ate a fruit. We don't even know what fruit that they ate. And today you need the likes of Oyedepo and Adeboye and all those clowns to come and take advantage of you in Nigeria. Jesus doesn't know who you are if he existed. Jesus didn't know there were any people in Africa that Jesus in their book. He didn't know at all. Go and
Even
read
the
the Bible.
Israelites does not accept him.
The Israelites, they called him a fraud. He was a fraud. So, guys, thank you all so much. Auntie Adunni, I appreciate you
You're welcome.
coming. And please don't let this be the last time, please. I would love for you to come back
Definitely.
again.
I love the collabo. Maybe we work something out,
Yes.
probably on one or let's talk, Sha. Let's talk after this. We can always pick a topic and do collabo
Yes,
together
Auntie
on it.
Adunni. I
Yeah, sure.
love the way you there was one video, just before we close. This video, you cracked me up. I laughed my head off. I was just laughing. And you didn't even say anything.
I laugh at myself too when I'm watching those
You
videos. I'll
didn't
be like,
even say
could it be
anything.
me?
Ah,
People who saw me
you
one on
didn't
one,
even
they will
say
be like,
a
Aunty Adunni. No,
word.
this is not the Aunty Adunni we see on social media.
You
This
did
is a
not even
different Aunty
say a
Adunni.
word. You didn't even say a word at all. Wait, let me find the video. You just I just laugh my head off. Wait, let me see. You did the video recently. In fact, this video actually inspired one of my videos. This video, I saw it and said, no, we have to talk about this. Wait, let me see if I can find that particular. This is it here. Let me show you. You didn't even say a word. Okay, let me show people. Right, this one here. Yeah, this one.
You need a car to travel. You need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Either you believe it or not. The time is coming when you won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London.
Auntie Adunni, you say you are sleeping here.
I was sleeping so I can find myself in Lagos.
And
I
you
wanted
want
to
to
go
wake
to
up in
Lagos.
1 hour in Lagos.
And I don't have money for tickets. So, my ex-daddy in the law said there will be a time you want to travel. You go say, I want to be in London. So I said, I want to be in Lagos. Maybe by the time I open my eyes, I will find myself in Lagos. But
Did
I
you
still
find
see in
yourself?
America.
Did you find
When I
yourself in
wake up in
Lagos when you
America
woke up?
again,
Did you find yourself in Lagos when you woke up?
I found myself inside my bedroom in America.
Oh, wow. But it's crazy though that man will say something like that and everybody's shouting.
We are talking about that one. What about the one they said?
Awara redeem. They don't.
Ọyàn tán ti gé, ex-daddy me said the breast came back with handkerchief.
I saw
Tán
that
ti ṣe
video.
mastectomy fún, tán ti gé
I saw
dànù.
that video. In fact, that man, Aunty Adunni, he's going senile. Cuckoo, Yaba left.
No, he has
That's
been,
where they need to
that
take.
is
Oh,
how he's been
Reggie,
saying his testimony before now. It's not new.
I know,
It's
I
not new
know.
at all.
But at
You
this
were once
stage,
a Redeem member
yes,
now.
I was. I used to go to.
After it, I will invite you to Facebook too.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I will
I
let
used to
you
go
know.
to. I said I
It's been
was
like that.
baptized. I was baptized in Redeem.
Don't you hear his testimonies when you were there?
Yes, now I used to go
So
to.
it's what he has been doing
I
that
used to
we've
go
been clapping
to
for.
redemption camp. Yes, I was
Uh-huh.
baptized in redemption camp. I have my certificate. I have my baptism certificate from redemption camp. I still remember everywhere where we were. We went from the church from Ogba to
So
redemption camp for
that
baptism.
has been him.
The man is going sinner. Yaba left. And yet they put him.
Àwọn ò gbọdọ̀
I want
à ń sọ̀rọ̀
schizophrenic.
ságbàlagbà.
No, èmi sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn. Èmi
You
sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn.
you and Rotimi Daniel should be the same thing.
Èmi
Let's
sọ̀rọ̀
do
sí wọn.
collabo, you, me, and Rotimi.
I don't fear nobody. No.
Our mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn with Rotimi, I will let him know so we fix a time.
My daddy said.
Rotimi is another bomber.
The man came along and said, anybody that can give us 1 billion naira.
I need 10 people who will tell God to give God 1 billion naira. 10 people that will give God 1 billion naira each.
Adébóyè olè
Àwọn ibi
ni
tó
ẹ́.
wo wá lọ ní Nàìjíríà. And now we are
Olè
complaining
bàrà
Nigeria is
wò.
not working. It's so sad.
Anyone who is not paying his tithe is not going to heaven. Full stop. Olodo.
Operators, I really have to go now. Thank you
All
so
right,
much,
no
darling
worries.
sister.
Thank you.
We will
Thank
talk.
you so much.
All right,
Everyone,
ladies. It was nice
thank
meeting you on this
Thank
channel.
you. I appreciate you. Aunty
Thank you
Adunni,
very much.
I appreciate the
You're
time.
welcome.
Thank you.
And
You
your
can just
say
sign out.
hello
My
to
sister.
what your sister? Yeah, what's her
Yes.
name again?
Aliko.
Aliko. Okay. So
You always
some other
see her in
time
your
again.
chat.
You say?
You will always see her in your chat on Facebook. She's always
Okay,
there.
is that her name on
Nelly. She's Nelly.
Okay.
Nelly,
All right, I'll
yes,
look out for the
Nelly.
name. All right.
Yeah,
All
Nelly.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Aunty Adunni. I will
Thank you,
send you the
everyone.
videos. I will send you the videos that you requested for.
All
I'll send
right.
them to
Thank you
you.
so
Okay.
much. Do enjoy the
Thank
rest
you.
of your Sunday.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Well, guys, thank you. That was an awesome, awesome conversation. And, awesome conversation. That was beautiful. And this is an ongoing conversation. We're not stopping. We're going to keep on going, exposing the lies and the falsehood of these so-called daddy G holes. Some of you have schizophrenics as your so-called daddy in the Lord. Some of you have bipolar people, right? Cuckoo. They're up cuckoo upstairs. Only a cuckoo person upstairs will come and tell you, oh, someone's breast grew back by putting a cloth on it. Another pastor, Johnson Suleiman, said his son traveled through the toilet from France to Germany. Johnson Suleiman's son, so-called the one that traveled from France to Germany, broke international laws. He did not have the right documents to be in Germany from France. He had no business being in Germany. That was a crime that was committed. That crime, Johnson Suleiman, the next time, anytime he travels, they need to stop him and ask him to produce the person that broke that international law. What kind of God sends somebody to go from France to Germany to go and deliver a message? Reggie, can you believe this? God found somebody who don't have papers to go to Germany to deliver his message. This is their God, criminal God. Sent them, you go from here to there. Told him to go to the airport. He doesn't have the right papers, but God told him, go to the airport. He gets to the airport. He queues. God says, queue up. He queues up.
I can't believe he flaunted it and
Go to the
bragged
toilet.
about committing that crime. That's my thing.
And he went to the toilet. Then he started praying on the toilet. And then while he was on the toilet, he found himself in the airport in in Germany, and he went and delivered God's message, and then came back and said, God, so how am I going to go back? And God said, how did you come? You people's God is making you break laws, is turning you all into criminals. But hopefully we can wake you up all up from your slumber. And like I said, once again, if anyone has evidence for the existence of God, this is where we are at now, right? I'm not here to come and tell you Jerry Eze is better than Adeboye. They're all fakes, every last one of them. Every one of them, they're all fakes. Reggie, do you want to say something before we close this?
Thank you. Good night.
That's all.
Hmm.
No, come on, say something. I want you to say something. Wake these people up. They're all deluded by this Jesus clown. This Jesus that, and guys, some of you, I know you'll be upset by what I am saying, but I am telling you, the guy's name was not Jesus. They said his name was Reggie. What did they say the guy's name was?
He got more names than anybody I know.
Yehoshua.
Emmanuel, Joshua, Jesua. He got Jesu. He got too many names.
But his name was not Jesus.
No, and that name was a common name anyway. Just like in every other language on earth. Like okay, for example, Spanish. Jesus is just a common name. There's nothing special about it.
So, guys, unfortunately, y'all have been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. Your pastors have lied to you. The colonials that brought you that Jesus, they lied. They lied. The Bible is a fairy tale book. The Bible has so many contradictions. This is what we talk about, contradictions. We talk about the errors. We talk about all the mishaps in that book. In fact, it's not even fit to be a storybook. It's not fit to be a storybook at all. It should be in the crime section of the library. The amount of crimes that take place in the Bible, it should be in the criminal and justice section. That's where it ought to be. So, but guys, and also we do have conversations about Islam as well. So please don't think we only talk about, because I know some of you now we cry, oh, you only attack Christianity. No, Islam is also a toxic religion, very toxic. And we talk about religion as a whole. No one needs religion. And Juad, I saw your comments earlier on, and let me address. There was a comment that you made, which I completely forgot to address. Let me see if I can find the comment. Mm, let me see. And Reggie, I would like for you to say something about it too.
I kind of
Let
gotta
me.
go.
You okay? Sorry about that.
Thank y'all.
No,
Good
I'm.
night.
Are you doing something now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. You go. You go. I'm nearly done. Okay. So Juad, this question that you asked. My sincere question is that can we genuinely separate a given religion from its adherents? For instance, looking into the core doctrine of a religion away from the acts of its followers. Right. The religion in itself is inherently evil. And I know what religion you're talking about. The religion itself, the book itself, it's inherently evil. If you're talking about Islam, Islam says you can beat your wife. That is inherently evil. All it does in is the book in Islam talks about fighting. Fight your enemies. Fight. Anyone that doesn't agree with you, fight. How can a God sit there and tell its followers, fight anyone that doesn't agree with you? No, we cannot separate the adherents from the religion. They get it from the religion. When you see them committing all those acts, they shout Allahu Akbar. When they unalive people, they shout Allahu Akbar. Go to Nigeria, where Boko Haram does what they do. They shout Allahu Akbar and fly the flag. The Jesus religion Go and read that book. Go and see the evil that God committed in that book. What's his name? Onan. Onan in the Bible. What was his offense? He spilled the seed on the floor. Onan spilled seed on the floor. He didn't spill it inside the woman, his dead brother's wife. Last week, that woman was his dead brother's wife. Now, this week, God says, no, you must go and have sex with her and put your seed inside her. I can imagine that he was struggling. This is my dead brother's wife. I should be in mourning for my brother. But God says, no, you must spill, you must ejaculate inside her. But because he did not ejaculate inside her, God killed him. No, you cannot separate the adherents from the religion. These religions are evil. These Abrahamic religions have no business being in Africa, and it's time to kick them out. So I'm sorry. I'm not here to try and put one religion, these adherents. No, they're following the religion to the T. In fact, the moderates and the liberals, they're not following the religion because they are better than the religion. Y'all are better than these evil religions, and it's time to wake up and say, enough is enough. All right, folks. Thank you all so much. If you are not following me, please make sure to follow. What is your assessment on the following? The less a given religion has a diverse base in terms of ethnicity, the less it has. I listen. Religions, religions are nothing but man-made ideas, and no, I'm not trying to do that. Right? I'm not trying to babysit and mollycoddle anyone because they believe in something. No, I'm not trying to mollycoddle anyone's feelings. These are just ideas. These are just religious ideas, and religion should not be respected. Religion should not be tolerated. Right? If the religion is harming us, especially us Africans, these religions have harmed us. 24 years, someone got in Nigeria for blasphemy against the Muslim God. I'm sorry. I will not be nice to such a religion. It's time to kick them out. And together we can do this. Hey, Kesha G, good to see you. The simple idea itself, or depending on any other person to get to God, is inherently evil. MOTG Life, can you imagine that you need a prophet? A prophet. This God cannot speak to us. He looks for prophets inside a cave and say, you go and speak to the people. Any religion where its God cannot speak to you directly, you throw that religion away. You don't deserve it. You don't need it. Some Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. The internet went off. I know it is nothing to do with a god. Nothing to do with a god. The internet just went off. And so, yes, no, don't think that because I was talking about prophet and things. No, it's nothing. It's just the internet just decided to go off. So, anyway, folks, yes, sorry, you got a frozen screen. It was my internet. My internet just kicked me out. Yeah, sorry about that. I suffered in from the Bible big time. Yes, and people are suffering from the Quran, Joad. People are suffering from the Quran. In fact, I asked people which is worse. I asked some people what do they think is worse. And you want to know what the answer is, Joad? I'll leave you to guess. This is a very quick question to all of you. Hey, Dr. Cyrus, good to see you. Guys, a choice. Okay, let me not do that. I'm not going to do that to you because I was going to say a choice between the two, but no, I'm not here to put one over the other. That's not what I'm trying to do. They're both as bad and evil as each other. All Abrahamic gods, all evil. So anyway, folks, thank you all so much. And yes, I think Reggie is going live right now. So I'll go and check out what he's doing. All right, folks, you all be good with yourselves, and I will see you conversation.